Is Sean the only one hearing the music?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes, he is.
Is it really only playing for you?
Well, I definitely don't hear it.
I can hear it in my heart.
Well,
honestly.
Best intro of all time, baby. Let's go.
I will fix it.
Okay, let's start over.
We've already had the cold open. What are we gonna hit? We gonna hit the countdown again, and then
That was cold.
All right, guys. Well, that's a cold open. Is Elise,
I kind of like cold opens. I don't
is
know.
my mic working?
It's like a
Everyone's
free.
working.
Wow.
This opening is freezing cold.
Well, guys, this is a new one.
Well,
What is happening? And welcome to a couple of brickheads. With me, as always, is Brent from Brent's Bricks.
Hey.
Nicole, a.k.a. Nalias.
hello.
And, of course, joining us for the first time ever, we've got the Chief Brick Officer of BrickWorld, Mark. Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good. Well, I was fine until my audio stopped working. What's happening now?
It's
Can
off.
you hear it now?
Oh, it's off now. But
All right, my sound is jacked. It's not coming out of my headphones now. So,
You guys,
That's all right.
this is making me feel so much better about my own live streams where I'm like, wait, you hear an echo? Wait, who sees what? Like, yeah, feeling good about this because we've done like 5.
I expect nothing less.
Glad it's always a struggle. Makes me feel much better. I'm in good company.
Well, after 87 episodes, it's the first time that we've done a cold open with no music. But I liked it. I think that was one of the best intros we've ever done.
It was chill.
really?
It's unique. It was unlike any other.
All right. Well, I was panicking the whole time because it didn't go according to plan, but, it's all right.
I gotta
I
ask,
was
what's going on with
feeling
your
it.
glasses?
Yeah, I like those.
What's going on with those? Did you just make some real quick? A little brick built, or what did you do there?
Yeah, they were just sitting right there. So I'm making a Norse interlaced serpent. And so I just happen to have a lot of like black wedge plates, I guess is the term for it. And there's a lot of crap on this table. So it looks better in studio at the moment, but this is where we're at with, where's my camera? Just kind of getting that going. And so everything will interlace eventually. So I haven't been at it for very long, but all those sorts of black wing plate pieces were sitting around. And you said, do you have any shades? And I was like, no, you said make finger glasses. And I was like, I'm sorry, as a child of the 80s, I cannot do this and respect myself for any like amount of time. So I had to.
So I would get carpal tunnel if I tried to do that.
Yeah, I used to get so frustrated.
Yeah, definitely from growing up in the 80s.
Yeah,
Sean's
my
frustrated.
sister used
Sean
to
is
do
so
that one.
frustrated right now.
I'm still flustered right now. Give me a
Sean
second.
is not okay.
I have to fix this. Like, it's driving me crazy. Sorry, guys.
If you want, just.
Oh yeah.
You got
Okay,
it?
hold.
You have like.
Check.
You sound great. Can you hear?
Yeah.
I'm good now. He sounds good. Okay. All right, now run that intro music, and then let's just do the. No, I'm kidding.
Right, do over. I am ready.
I'm ready. Now let's hit it.
Sean was like, "Yes, please. Let's start right."
Guys, we're running it back.
All right.
Is that coming through?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, take 2. Run it.
5, 4, 3.
I'm stubborn. We're doing this thing. Oh, I love making lemonade, people. I love it. Mark deserves it. You know what I mean?
There we go.
What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, as always, is Brent from Brent's Bricks.
What's up?
And joining us once again, Nicole aka Girl Bricks a Lot, aka Nalias.
Go Celtics.
And of course, joining us for the very, very first time, we've got the CBO, the Chief Brick Officer of BrickWorld, Mark. Because we are... Bounce.
It only took us 5 minutes to get it right, guys.
That's right.
It's only 9:13.
Right now.
I love how Sean wanted to go back and do it. And
A couple of brickheads.
yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
All right, so here's where we fly, Mark. Let's go. Arms up. Let's go.
Sean feels so much better now. He's so relieved.
Oh,
I feel like this is a great
it's the only way I can get into the vibe, you know?
Oh, sorry.
It is a couple of brickheads. Take 2 coming to you May the 4th. And for the first time in like 1,000 years, we are not doing like a majorly ultra Star Wars focused show. And I got to be honest, you know, it feels a little good, bro. I mean, we've been Star Wars out. I know Mark's like, what the hell? But we're going to do something, Mark. But we've been hitting the Star Wars hard for the
I mean, we always hit Star Wars hard. Let's be honest.
Tonight's about you, sir, in BrickWorld. Go ahead.
You guys gave me an option of joining you, and May 4th was one of the options. And I feel like there was no other option, but there's going to be a Star Wars light.
We're going to talk Star Wars. Listen, the War of the Stars is always amongst us.
Some would say it's a starlight.
But I really wanted this to be, you know, a focused show on BrickWorld because we're also very excited about it, sir. So we'll even some Star Wars. In fact,
Star Wars.
What are you drinking on over there, Mark? I'm just curious. What are you?
This is. It's
J-Mo. Ooh. We're gonna.
Wow. And Sean, I was so worried earlier.
Get a loosh. I like this.
Well, it's like Thursday is the new Friday, right?
Of course. You got to roll right into it. Nicole, I think, is having a beverage. Brent, are you joining us? Are we going to be 4 for 4 here? Or?
So I went golfing today, and so I had a fireball before the first tee, and I had a modest Coors Light with my hot dog. But then I went to just one, you know.
So you had 2 drinks like 8 hours ago? Is that what you're telling me?
Hold on. I went out to eat afterwards, and I had 2 large margaritas. So, you know, I'm trying to stay alert and drink my water. But hey, I will. That's right. I will go grab something out of the fridge.
Well, plus it's the day before Cinco de Mayo, and May the 4th coincided with Taco Thursday, so it's you have to have margaritas, I think.
Exactly, and a hot dog.
Absolutely.
There you go.
I didn't have the hot dog with the margaritas.
We're definitely going to recap everyone's sort of May the 4th, festivities and everything. Mark, you included. I hope you did something that will, contribute to the stories of today. But before we get going, as always, we have to welcome the chat, who we lovingly refer to as
Girth Gang.
Can you imagine if he played the music and none of us heard it again?
Shout him out, bro.
Okay. You're right. All right. What up? What up, Todd? We got Nicole right here in the chat and in the panel. We got Brick Adjuster. Great guy. You go follow him. We got Connor. We got Stud Sidious. Shout out to Stud Sidious. Check out our merch. Link in bio.
Yeah.
And then we got Ryan M&R. What's going on down there? We got Macro Bricks. What's good, Macro? Cooper. What's up, Cooper? Titanium J. What up, Titanium J? We got Richie, our Toy World. How you doing, Richie? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat.
Machine gun.
What up, Giovanni? Says yo. It's great to have all you guys back in the chat. Chef T. What up, Chef T? Some familiar faces in here. Some OGs.
All right.
How cool is your voice?
Brick Adjuster.
God,
what's that?
I just love his voice.
On that song? On the Girth Gang song? That's yours truly.
That's Sean's voice.
That's Sean's voice. He's an artist.
He created that.
So, Mark, I feel like I need to explain this Girth Gang thing to you. Like, what kind of show is this? So
I've watched it. I still don't know.
There you go. And so the Girth Gang is basically, around these parts, we appreciate sets 1,000 pieces or more. We like our sets girthy. And so I think I dropped that and it just became a thing over time. And so our chat is now referred to as the Girth Gang. So
proud of it.
Here's an example.
Ooh, working on that X-Wing.
Oh man, that's gonna be a doozy.
Man, why is that?
Reminder for everyone out there: this is a show for eight falls. We try to stay 13-ish. Mark,
it is an unfinished build. Okay.
Yeah, Mark, you know that girth in and of itself not a bad word. It's a fun word. It's nothing.
No, we all got to get our minds out of the Death Star trench.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, I love that. Minds out of the Death Star trench. It's something about that Death Star without the wings on it, Nicole. You better put at least one wing on there here soon.
X-wing, my friend.
Tonight I will work on it. Is it better if I separate it? Like
maybe, I don't know.
Propeller.
Oh, man.
Try it.
All right, guys. We're gonna run through May the 4th. Brent, you went to. I want you to set the table. I want you to lay it out.
Yes.
You went and fought the crowds. I guess it was May 1st. That was the real May 4th. We all know that. But as far as Lego's concerned, but can you walk us through the experience? What did it look like? What did it feel like? What did it smell like? What time did you get up? Yeah. That's the whole thing.
What I had for breakfast. Yeah. So I woke up and then, no, I'm kidding. Before I get into that, a big shout out to Darth Ostiff for dropping the super chat. $2 super chat says happy May 4th to you all. May 4th is always a good day. Anywho, yeah, man, I went up to Easton Town Center in from Chillicothe to Columbus, Ohio. And honestly, like the last release date I went to was, I think just like January 1st or something like that. It wasn't crazy. There wasn't a huge line, but the last line I went to that was this big was for R2-D2. And so pretty substantial amount. I want to say maybe about 75 people in line. I don't know if they cracked 100, but definitely somewhere between 60, 70-ish people. I got there like a half an hour before. I definitely should have got there a little earlier because the Star Destroyer sold out. The person, like 3 people in front of me in line, got the last Star Destroyer. So that was, hey, you snooze, you lose. So yeah, man, I mean, it was pretty solid. There was a lot to choose from, man. There was people there for different stuff. You had a lot of people there for Disney CMFs. The the Lego employees were coming through the line. They weren't passing out any tickets. And that was kind of a weird thing. Sean, wouldn't you say that's kind of weird? They weren't passing out any tickets.
A little bizarre. I mean, around my parts, they pass out ticks, to reserve. It keeps people from getting into squabbles and whatnot in the store.
Yeah, so it was weird. I feel like they've definitely done that before there, but for some reason they weren't. But they did go through the line and ask people what they were getting. There was a good amount of people there searching for Disney CMFs. So that was definitely another hot topic. They weren't letting, Sean, you'll like this. They were not letting people feel the bags because obviously they didn't want people hoarding the cashier stand or whatever. And so, yeah, you were able to buy up to 18, but you could not feel them. Like they had to just buy or grab, 18 random figs and give them to you. Yeah, man, no, it was another, so they had a separate setup for the 5x VIP. All that stuff was selling out pretty quickly. By the time I got in there, it was down to like a couple Justifiers and then all the 4+ ATSDs because nobody wants that set. But I got one of the last couple, the Andor set. Sean, help me out. You have it.
The Andor, the attack on Ferrix or something like that?
Or an escape, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
But no, it was a solid day.
It was
the Andor set. Yeah, the mini gunship. So it was a solid day. Pretty good turnout. I got everything I wanted because I had, dedication, and I searched Walmarts to get the Star Destroyer because the Star Destroyer was the first thing to sell out. Yeah, man. The Disney CMFs were a hot thing because I went into Barnes and Nobles. Shout out to Barnes and Nobles. I went into there right after.
Yeah, I love the Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, yes. They had not only Disney CMFs, but they had some of the other new Star Wars stuff too. But they had a limit on their Disney CMFs of only 5. So you could only get 5 CMFs in there at a time.
That's why I love Kohl's.
I know, you just grab the whole box and get out of there.
Get out of there. Yeah.
Shout out to Kendall Cole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
it's
so hot right now.
So no, it was a solid May 4th. I got everything I wanted. Got all the promos. I got a couple extra things, but we'll talk about that later when we do weekly pickups. But other than that, all said and done, very good release. It sucked that I couldn't get a Star Destroyer, but I was like probably 50th in line. So you snooze, you lose. The thing was, I don't think they expected the Star Destroyer to be, because that was the first set that sold out online also.
I'm pulling around, and I need to ask Ryan if I didn't already, but I haven't gotten a solid answer. Was the Star Destroyer the hotness mark, you think, or did it just on short supply? I mean, yeah, Mark, are you aware of this Star Destroyer story? Just it was the quickest thing to sell out.
The price is right, Sean. The
there
price
you go.
is right.
I would say I'm not the right person to ask about Lego products in general.
All right.
I don't think much I definitely looked. So here's what happened to me this week on May 1st.
Yeah, please let's recap your May the 4th. Yeah, or May week. Yeah,
May the 1st. Which,
sure.
Doesn't flow as well.
May
I
the
went to the
501st.
website and I was just like, let's see what the deals are this year, because I just basically buy pieces because I like to build original stuff. I'm not like an IP guy very much, so I've lost track of like what Lego produces. So I was like, let's see what it is this year. Let's see if there's anything cool. I want to look at the sets and see if there were any unique parts in them. And I saw Lego Dreamzzz, and I lost myself for several hours looking at all the new parts and sets that Lego Dreamzzz. And then I watched the YouTube promo for the new series for Lego Dreamzzz, and then I read articles about it and this and that. And so then
you went down the blue rabbit hole, as it were.
The Lego Dreamzzz rabbit hole. Exactly.
All right. There you go.
And so I don't really know what.
Well, good. I'm glad you did, because that'll be our next topic, actually. So that you can be an authority on. Good.
Nicole, plus elves is gonna really that's my jam.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Nicole, your May the 4th. By the way, shout out to Nicole. She's been documenting a lot of it on her channel. Check her out at Girl Bricks a lot.
I'm uploading.
She's uploading hard. She's doing a great job and streaming. Nicole, high level, how did your day go? I felt like mixed. Your title made it seem disappointing, but you still got some stuff.
Sean, I was up until 2 a.m. with.
So was I, sister. I mean,
come on. In the dang website.
All right.
I hate to complain, right? Like I hate to complain, but I was up and then I woke up early, and then my husband, for the first time in ages, was like, "Well, I want to go," and then I'm waiting for him. We took 2 separate cars. I'm waiting for him. I'm calling him. I'm like, "Where are you?" "I'm not coming. Car key's dead. Can't lock the car. Can't go to the mall if I can't lock the car." Missed the line. Everything was gone.
Oh no!
So I got the X-Wing, which is good. I wanted that. And
now,
then
hold on. Let me ask you something. I'm a married guy too, right? So I got to ask these things. I'm sorry.
We divorced yesterday.
Okay.
Just kidding. No.
Was it like a yell at level for this, Nicole? Like
no, I was like,
okay.
It's like when you've been together for so long that it's just like
it's predictable at this point.
Like, of course he did.
Of course he did.
Screw me over. It's fine. I love him. But that was typical. So I said to him, I'm like, listen, I was like, that's fine. I'm going in. So my store told me that they would set one aside for me the next day because they were getting a shipment in.
A napkin.
So I was checking the website to see if it was in stock at my store on Tuesday, and it was saying sold out. So I don't think they entered mine in.
Gotcha.
Until I got there. But he came with me the next day and waltzed out with an X-Wing and a Star Destroyer. And he's like, see, everything works out. I'm like, dude.
Well, they do. I've noticed that they feign these sellouts and then claim like, it was on another shipment. It's like, but they like to look, they like to have the sellout.
He was like, it's not so bad. So that's why I don't freak out. Cause I'm like, you know what? At some point I'll get the set and there's plenty of things to do double points on. So whatever.
Yeah.
So you didn't get any 5 times XP or VIP?
I don't want those. There's a reason why they're 5 times.
A couple of them are all right.
But I can go to Target and just save the money right there.
Different mindset, Mark. A lot of these people are swept up by these VIP offers, and I'm trying to like do a minor Ramsey on that, where I'm like, guys, save the cash up front, or do it on a red card at Target where it's actual hard dollars, and don't do this VIP thing. People freak out when it's double VIP, and then you're like, it's 10%. Most of the stuff is 20% off on Amazon every day. Not the brand new stuff. I get that. Go ahead and go get that and scratch that itch, but most of the time this stuff is cheaper. Go ahead, Brent.
So I'll paint a story for you.
Okay.
I bought my Falcon with points. I saved up and I got it with points because that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. And then I made the mistake of calculating out how much money I had to spend to buy that Falcon with points. And let me tell you, I should have just taken the Amazon deal. I should have taken the Zavi deal. I should have just taken the deal.
Yep.
I spent a lot of money on stupid sets too, like just to get points.
Yeah, I feel it. To be fair, they were sold out of the Star Destroyer.
Yes.
I was gonna get the Interceptor regardless because that was $100. Then my plan was to buy the Star Destroyer. Star Destroyer was gone, and so I had to spend at least like $50. So I could have, I don't know, got the brick heads and then.
But see, that makes sense if you want the GWPs. That makes it worth it.
Yeah. So
then spend whatever you want if you want. Like if I want a GWP, I buy whatever I want.
Now I did get, shout out to Sean, because I did get like I got one of the dioramas for like 35% off, and I missed out on it at first because it was Walmart. I'm like talking to Sean about it, and I look and then it's gone. I'm like, the deal's gone. And then Sean's like, don't worry about it. I got your back. Sends me the Target link. And I'm like, fastest buy I've ever done. Click. I was so sad. Yeah, dude, $90 set. Got it for like $58. Had some red card cents chilling around, like sitting in the account. So I got it for like
it's always nice when you can combo the red card.
Yeah, I put like $1 for 50 off.
Yep. And then they give you 5% right back. It's like a dream, so to speak. Yeah. Dreamzzz, by the way, coming up next.
Dreamzzz.
So real quick, mine is easy. I mean, it's arduous in one sense, but it's very easy. I was very clear on our second annual Amperu's May the 4th Buyer's Guide that I was buying the X-Wing, and I bought the X-Wing. It got me all the GWPs. And again, the X-Wing is not going to go on promo anytime soon because they're not selling the UCS set, at least right this moment, at Target, etc. And even when they do, they are excluded from when Target does those 20% off things. They're almost immune to it. I think R2 just went on sale for the first time. Luke's Land Speeder, to my knowledge, has not gone on sale much or at all. And so for me, it's like I went and got the D2C exclusive, and I got all the stuff, and I'll worry about some of the other stuff later. Plus, as you guys know, I was team early on a lot of this stuff. Mark, again, I know you're a busy guy, but like most of these sets, except the X-Wing, were sold early and breaking street dates. It was wild. I don't remember seeing this many street dates broken. Lego usually locks it down, but I think it was just so prolific. What was it, like 3 weeks out, Brent, stuff started showing up? It was wild. It was my Walmart had the Star Destroyer like 2 weeks early.
Wow.
And
you know the racetrack, Mark? They had one of those in Walmart, the racetrack. They had an aisle display of it 3 weeks early, May the 4th, on accident in a lot of stores.
But I couldn't buy it. I held it in my hands and then scanned it, and they just put it out too early.
Must have been.
It was heartbreaking. Very, very.
Did my fast Googling to find out what you guys were talking about when you said GWP, and I feel kind of dumb because GIF was. But I feel like that's that's what I experienced when I checked in on May 1st. Like I picked up that other AFOLs were like trying to get on like the website to get the May the 4th deals, and I'm like, but I'm pretty sure by my calendar it says May 1st. Like, can't we make May the 4th special? And like, this is the day where we do it. This is the day where we line up because it's the premiere Return of the Jedi, and it's 1982 or whatever it was when that came out, and like people were lined up for blocks to buy their movie tickets. Like, can't we just like make sacred? So I feel like May the 1st May the 4th is sacrilege.
There you go.
You know, I was saying today, I felt burnt out today. You know, leading up to Christmas, you're really excited. It's all Christmas. And by turn off Mariah right now. I don't want to hear it. Today, I was like,
song stuck in my head.
I'm not feeling it today. Like,
right.
I hear you.
Out. I'm made out.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way, you know, I felt about it. And sorry, Mark, I know you did agree, maybe specifically to come on May the 4th, and didn't mean to let you down.
Fine.
We were just kind of burnt out on it. Like we've covered it so hard. As you know, Ryan's like the king of the Lego Star Wars. We've had him on a lot. We've been hitting it really hard. We even had a special on it as a lead-in, like to the stuff going on sale. Like, you know,
well, it works out because like if I was your guest and you guys were all geeked out about it, and I was like, I don't know what the May the 4th specials were, you guys would probably be a little bit put off. So it feels like I'm the perfect guest for May the 4th because you guys were over it, and I wasn't even there in the first place.
There you go.
Exactly.
We loved it. We still do. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I got the X-Wing. I was part of that crew that waited. I was up till 2 a.m. Eastern. There was a lot of problems, a heavy load on the Lego website, but I fought through it because I'm like, you know, I got to start the morning the next day. I got 2 kiddos, Mark, and I was like, I'm not going to, you know, and I got to work and then this and that. And I'm like, I'm just going to ride it out. It's the cost, you know, it's the cost, you know, like to play the game, you know what I mean?
Cost of doing biz.
But I will tell you, over on Stud City's channel, it was hilarious. He was doing like a live buying. So we cut off right before the stuff went on sale, and people were streaming much longer than they thought they would. They like to do live buys, Mark. I don't know if you're aware of this, but people will sit there and watch them buy stuff. It's, right. You know, yeah. And so
don't get it, but I've seen it.
It's entertaining, you know. It's like, what should I go with and whatever. But this one ended up again making lemonade. It just got funnier and funnier because, you know, first it was frustration, then it was past the point of ridiculous. It's like, it's in the cart. Oh, it's gone. I gotta log in. I gotta log out. Like, I personally was entertained by it, but around an hour in, like the comedy kind of wore off. And I'm like, all right, let's just get this order going. What's happening?
It was chaos for sure.
Right. So. And the torture for everyone watching. Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, but the comments is what kept it going. Like people were just like, you know, the comedy starts flowing through, and it was fine. So
the memes were great.
The memes were great. Everybody was having a good time. We all, like I said, we all made lemonade. But that was Star Wars. This is Dreamzzz. So Dreamzzz came in, guys. Look, I'm going to lay this out right now. Either we become an all Dreamzzz stream, or we bury it like video. We'll find out soon enough. But I feel like Dreamzzz has some legs, you know, and so we're going to take a look, give our thoughts, and we're going to lead with Mark here because apparently he's gone down, like I said, I believe it's a blue rabbit, right? He's gone down the blue rabbit hole here.
It's a blue rollerblading rabbit hole.
Dude, rollerblading rabbit.
Well, I mean, let's not, you know,
start with the rabbit.
Yeah, we got to start with the rabbit.
Yes, there.
Ooh,
all right.
Look at that.
Mark, take us through it. What are you loving about Dreamzzz? And then we'll get into the set here. Like, what do you?
I'll say one really pretentious word about why I love Dreamzzz.
All right.
Transcendence. Like it's taking you to a new world. It's something completely different. It's not an existing IP, which I have kind of an allergy towards. Like they've come up with their own theme. Obviously some sort of creative team has come up with an entire TV show because there's like also. Have you watched the preview for the series?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Oh yeah,
I haven't yet.
All right.
My daughter's in. She's 5. She's like, I mean, it's right up her alley. She loves it, and I think it's cool too. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm also not 5, but also thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, I did too. I'm old. I liked it.
Right. Okay, cool. I was like,
44, dude. I thought it was fantastic. I'm like, honey, we're gonna watch this so we can get fired up over the next few months and go buy all this August 1st. Is that a good answer for you?
Yeah, say it. Yeah, I would say let's pretend I'm also 44 because yes, I felt the exact same way about it. And it was like it's just kind of like seeing those molds that were prevalent in elves that I was really excited about because that's the way I build.
Yes.
And the colors come back into something that's also like a little bit more encompassing. It's not just like we're doing this for girls. It's like we're doing this for creative folk, right?
Yep.
It's like anybody who's interested in like imagination, this is what this is about. It's like I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, they've got the little, like, they got the Elves Village, they got the Magic Tree House, they have the giant skating bunny. And then I was like, there's also a shark pirate ship, and then there's also like a monster truck crocodile.
Oh no, we're gonna go through them, Mark. We're gonna go through them, so for sure. But
to me, just like the imagination, and it's like kind of like the way it can like not only that they've taken themselves, but the way that it can take like kids to show them that they can actually build different things with Lego, which I think they've lost a couple decades prior to the pandemic, in that they were like, there's alternate builds and you can actually use this as a building and creative medium. Back into this, I think it's going to be fantastic. And it seems like the series is kind of going the same way.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw. And if you guys haven't watched it, highly recommend. Again, for all ages, really. The concept is good. It's kind of like, reminds me a little bit lightly of like a fun Nightmare on Elm Street, sort of, you know. But did you get a little sense of that, Mark, where they're like, he's dreaming, we got to get in there, just a little bit, you know? I was like,
a little bit of that, and also, I don't know how many people on this stream are going to know what I'm talking about, but it also reminded me of Time Bandits.
Yep, I could see that. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah,
like there's a spot where you go and you can't do this and you can't do that, but things are like you're in control of it in either world, like dimensional. Yeah.
Yep. I love it.
It gave me nightmares when I was 7.
There you go. No, I can see that. I got those vibes. Talk to me about this money. First thing I'll say about the money is it appears to be positioned as a key character. I mean, I think they're all getting some love from the preview I saw, but this one kind of jumped out to me and probably to a lot of people. Certainly, you know, the colors used and all that is designed to do so. But I'll tell you what I like right off the rip is, yes, there's expensive sets too, but I love that this bunny is coming out for 20, you know, and it's like a nice $20, and it's a nice appetizer to get you into this world, you know, and you're effectively getting a mech, for lack of a better term, and you can see the scale of it with the gal riding on top, and I think like it's you know, I don't know. I think it's nice. I mean, I'm sure some people out there be like, oh, it's 15. It should have been 15, but I don't know. To get one of the pivotal characters, it seems like off the rip, some new pieces. You'd know more about that. Like, what are you seeing here as far as new pieces or new colors of pieces?
Well, I think like if they were, if anybody looked at that and said it should be 15, they haven't been paying attention to Lego prices for a while. And like $20 sets are becoming like like the groundhog of Groundhog Day, right? It's like you only see it and it means this, it means that. You see it once a year. Or we try to provide $20 sets for the goodie bag for Chicago, right? But like they don't exist anymore. It's 25, it's 30, it's 15. It's like looking at this. So the recolored parts are like our new sort of like Winnie the Pooh tree house limb in what is that, light azure? I love to say that word. Because there's
I always botch that one. Well done.
Azure. And then
Azure.
I don't know where else have we seen this this click hinge in the hips there with the kind of the venting. Looks like I don't even know what I would call that. It looks like almost like a lantern. I'm clicking on your screen and my screen because I have this up in two places.
Trying to see if
I have it up too on my tablet.
So like at the very top of the hip, there's a click hinge. I'm not sure I've ever seen that piece before. Right there, I keep pointing at it.
It's connected, right?
Yeah. So it's like a
like a basket almost.
One of those it's like the Exoforce hinges.
Yeah.
The joint hinges. There we go. But the R2D2 / Art Deco lantern top of that hip.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah. Have we seen that piece anywhere else?
I haven't.
I'm not the authority on that kind of stuff. I'm pretty much the IP buyer guy. So I just buy it and build it. You know, I wish I had the deep appreciation for the parts.
Can you get the you can't get the, I was gonna say, can you get the instructions early? But
no, my Fang Fighter that I had for 3 weeks, I had to use the book old school, you know.
Ooh,
yeah. No, which I enjoy, by the way. I like when I'm forced to do it. The digital though is kind of a treat. Here's the back of the box art. Brent, we haven't got any of your thoughts on this. Where are you at on the hype train for this? Dreamzzz.
First of all, can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
The clicking is gone. That's great.
Okay, cool. I love buying a expensive mic and it works for a while and then it doesn't work. Anyways, no, I'm super hyped on this, man. Like I've been looking at all the sets. I watched Jang do a review, and well, not a review, but like kind of checked all the sets out, got his reaction from it. I thought he would be a little bit more excited than he was. I'm hyped on this, man. It definitely gives me Hidden Side-esque vibes, and I started collecting Lego like right when Hidden Side was kind of phasing out. So I'm excited to see another original Lego theme. I love IPs. Like I love is it not working now? My mic?
No, it is. I was
You're
just shocked that you've only been collecting Lego since Hidden Side was phasing out. So I said, what? Because it shocked me, not because I couldn't hear you.
No, yeah. So that's when I got back.
Because I was offended, sir.
Well, I had a long dark age.
Oh, we're all going to offend you then.
Yeah.
Right.
We are mostly all pre-COVID babies, though. So if that means anything to you.
No worries. I respect the dark age. So that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't have the context.
No, it's all good. All good.
Didn't you?
No, you're good. I was super into Lego as a kid. Like I had almost the whole first like OG Harry Potter wave. I really loved Bionicle when that was a hot topic in early 2000s. But yeah, I had a long dark age, but coming back into it, 2015 and then really getting back into it around 2019, there was, Hidden Side was around, but kind of was phasing out. Video wasn't really didn't love it that much, but this is like, okay, this is more like it. This is more like Hidden Side. I love the minifigures. The minifigures are something that like I love the villain minifigures. Whenever the hair mold, especially for the right there with the sword, the girl with the sword. That actual mold is like it looks like a solid plastic, but it's actually like the kind of I don't know what's the term, not translucent, but like
transparent or the pearl.
It's like a pearl-escent, transparent kind of look to it. Yeah, so that hair piece is cool. Yeah, really cool hair pieces. The fact that we get like these like minifigures that they're not like baby minifigures, but whatever these little tiny, I think they call them Dreamlings or something. Like those little characters are really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this theme. I think I gotta watch that preview for the show coming out. I gotta check that out.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, I got a 7-year-old Mark and also a 16-month-old, but build a lot of Lego with the 7-year-old. She loves Disney and Ninjago or she does Ninjago, but also, so this will be something she is really into. So I'll be buying all these for her, but also for me. This set's really cool too. I like the options.
I just realized because I was watching the preview, Mark, and I remember seeing this, and I didn't go through all the thumbnails, but apparently you can add the wheel. It's a transformer a little bit. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Which is like something they stopped in the 80s because they were getting complaints about like, well, this model wasn't available to build in the box, and you didn't have instructions for it, so they stopped doing alternate builds on the back of the box. But this seems to have like several types of alternate builds without just like throwing on the front that it's a Creator 3-in-1.
By the way, we've been kind of clowning Mark the lifestyle imagery, especially for plus sets. Where like the guy takes it and he like looks He looks right up the butt of the set. He was like, that looks good. Like it's really this though. The lifestyle imagery here is on point. You've got the lighting that makes sense with the set. This looks like. And again, I know it's more of a kid's set, but like this looks more like a lot of even AFOL's shelves than what they're showing in there, with the rich mahogany and all this stuff. Go ahead.
Can I ask you to back up 2 photos now? Like, yes, sir. So these photos, the lifestyle photos annoy me as well. But like when you brought up this photo and said this was on point, when I first looked at this photo, I was like, why are they making 2 evil children play with the villain ship? Because like it's just, for whatever reason the lighting for me is like they're evil kids and we're making to like appeal to evil children. So they kind of have
I get it. They both look sinister in different ways. I didn't catch that. That's true.
Right. It was just like and why is the background fights. Do they have to be playing at night? Like this one threw me.
I don't know. I mean, people are running
It's
LEDs
dreams.
in their room.
Dreams.
Yeah, dreams. They're in their dreams.
Dreams.
They're in the twilight, baby. Come on.
Is that
Wake up.
By the way, shout out to the manuals. I thought, Monkey Kid, we've talked about plenty on this show, has fantastic manuals, but look at this bad boy. I mean, I love it. Look at this.
But is it only this looks like the fork in the road where you can go one way or another way with the build?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the pages and I'm seeing like full color fun. You see behind 203 here on the right, it looks like the fun continues. No, we'll see. I get what you're saying, fork in the road, but
yeah.
I'm just saying this is more lively than most manuals, even this page right here. So, and again, maybe I am not building enough. Whatever this is, 7-8 plus set. Well, no, I do with my daughter. They're not this fun, most of them. So there you go. There's this one. I love it.
I'm all in on Pegasus. All in.
Dude, okay. Pegasus is sick.
Pegasus is the best thing.
All right. This is the flying school bus, which is driven by, is it Mr. Oz or what's his name? The teacher? Mark, do you remember his name?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Oh,
but
Mark
cool.
is a super fan at this point.
And he has an eye patch. Dude, the little dreamlings are sweet.
The science teacher.
He is the science teacher that turns, and there's a lot of tropes in this, right? But it's fine. But the science teacher turns hero. He's like, Mr. I think it's Oz. Let me double check. But he's like, Mr. Oz, what are you doing here? But yeah, they love taking school buses and doing things with them. I've noticed that trend. That's why people are calling out hidden. That's why people are calling out hidden side, I think.
Yeah. It's also Fortnite, though, isn't it?
True.
So I think what I liked about that preview is that they even called out the trope where when they were like Mr. Oz, which I really don't think it's his name.
It is Mr. Oz's space bus. I did get that. Yes.
It is Mr.
Oz. Jeez. And he goes, "Who else did you expect?" It's just kind of like, all right, yeah, of course. Like the adult trying to keep them off the trail is like the one that can save them from whatever is actually happening to them. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I appreciated that there was some tongue in cheek sort of trope jokes in that preview.
Oh yeah,
we
know what they're doing.
I'd be a super fan if I had more time to watch the preview over and over again this week. But I only had 20 minutes with this because things are so busy getting ready for BrickWorld.
Of course.
So I'm not trying to do a shameless plug. I'm just trying to say I would love to have passion about things in life. I just don't have the time right now. So
what's all? I mean, look, you're getting this is what this is for you. You get a little time to. We're going to get into BrickWorld. We're going to get into it hard and heavy. But I just want you to have a little fun talking about sets.
No worries. I'm good. This is awesome.
No, we are.
Oh no!
Caravan. The turtle with the caravan as its shell is genius.
Genius.
Tortuga's Dreamcraft Shop.
10 out of 10.
Without a doubt.
I kind of want almost the whole wave at this point.
There's a few stinkers for me so far. I'm sure they'll grow on me. This isn't one of them.
I love this
one. I don't know if stinker is strong, but I'm not going to go full wave on it. But this one's coming home for sure. Oh, I love it. Here's the
you like this one. Okay.
No, I do like this one. There's a couple that I didn't love. We'll get to them, but no, I like this one a lot.
I'm gonna feel attacked if you think a stinker is one of the ones that I thought was my favorite. Just to pre-warn you.
Yeah, no, I mean this. By the way, we have a history here on a couple of Brickheads of one or a lot of us being like, I don't like that set, and then the day it comes out, it's like, I went ahead and got it. So it's kind of like hearing a song, Mark. If you noticed, it's like hearing a song. You hear it 30 times, you end up loving it. I'm just talking about my first reaction.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, it's like I'm in a song.
Exactly.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
What is it? We should do a better job of being, semi-professional here. And okay, Grimkeeper, the Cage Monster. All right. This guy stands out, super iconic. Yes. I think our friend Sidious said he looks like a cross between Skeletor and Soren, which is a nice call out.
Yeah.
His face is a little, if you're a creepypasta guy, a little Slender Man is what I first saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the first to put a figure or a person in the chest area or inside, but I love that it's like a jail cell. Like you're locked into this. I'm thinking you're locked into this dream, or whatever. It's like,
if you look at the preview, one of their friends gets stuck inside the dreams, and they're like,
"Why?" Very upset about that. Yeah, it was very upsetting.
It's almost like
he's at home in like a coma. Like they can't wake him up.
Yeah, that's where I got the Nightmare on Elm Street vibes. I'm like, we got to get in there. Yeah.
Oh,
guys, this is just in time for Halloween. Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a little Stranger Things, like the dream world is the upside down kind of thing, which I'd love. Like I would love to see more like spooky. That's why I liked Hidden Side. It was like, I was getting back into Lego, and when I saw Hidden Side, I was like, oh, this is really cool because it's like a spooky feel to it.
Yeah, the scarier the better.
Yeah,
and
I love horror.
There was some good like dark lessons in that where it was like their guide on all their quests was their dead dog, which is like a huge growing up is like when your dog dies, it's a huge part of being an adult.
Oh yeah.
I have a puppy. She's exactly 14 months old, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do when she dies. She's 14 months old.
Yeah.
Mine's 14, and I'm like, not okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me 5 more years. Come on.
Look, they're in the same part. They're at the same party.
They're at the same house.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? They are also evil. They're chanting.
Oh, they look like they're having a good time. Oh, you mean because they love the villain here? What's happening?
Evil, and they're summoning the devil. That's exactly what's happening.
These poor kids.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
So
Now their room looks really like.
I don't know. This guy's iconic. I didn't love that side shot, Brent. I didn't love this right here. It looks a little slender. I would have preferred him to be, a little more girthy, but we'll deal with
it. There are all sorts of different girth sizes. Okay.
No, there's one girth.
Can we talk about the price?
Slender as girth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
true.
All right, let's talk about this because I was raised by accountants. $37.99. How many pieces?
270 something. 274.
Ooh, it's a little high for price.
This guy's awesome though.
Yeah.
Molded
pieces. I just find that it's weird that it's $37.99. You like never see Lego sets for $37.99. I'm like, what?
Good call out. I think they've learned their lesson. I think they wanted to do 40 and they're like, we got to bring it back, guys.
Right.
Yeah,
but we can't possibly make it $34.99.
I was gonna say,
it'll be there in due time.
Yeah,
actually,
but it's like, why
20% off? Where are we at? We're right at $30, right?
I mean, look, the Black Panther went down to
209.
Oh, well, that was a big. That was
I feel like they're skating along the line of like the inflation ridge there. Like where we know we can raise costs, but how high can we go? And
they went too far last year, Mark. They're definitely testing elasticity this year.
We know where they didn't put their money. We know where they didn't put the money was to their server room or their website.
Yeah.
All right. This is Mateo and Z Blob the robot. So his little Slimer friend here jumps in and becomes the head of this mech, it appears. Again, another winner. I love this set. I wish it was a little bit, why is this guy 20 and I guess the other one's a bigger build, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty much on like the scale of the Marvel mechs, except you just get a couple little tiny side builds with it.
Ben 10, good call out by Brick Jedi. I like it.
Oh,
I like
Lord.
the big thing. Yeah.
Well, also I get Monkey Kid vibes from this because the girl, I think her name. Oh, what is her name? May. I think her name is May. But all of her ships and vehicles are this color scheme. So I'm getting a little bit of Monkey Kid vibes with this thing. I like it.
Well, I'm getting Monkey Kid vibes because it's super creative. I'd be curious if anybody from that team's on this. So.
That'd be something. I keep leaning into my mic that is not plugged in when it's just my headset. I'm like, oh yeah,
that's all right. I mean, it looks like you're using it, which is makes you look cool. 237 good parts per piece. Mark, we deviated a bit, but are you still loving any new pieces in here or colors that you're seeing?
No worries at all. There are not a lot of new pieces in this line. There's obviously the big paddle that's coming out of the end of the gun there. There's new colorations. I which I really, really appreciate because I love those newer, brighter colors. I'm very much a fabuland builder, which so many people are. It's hard to keep track, right? I will say I did not appreciate this set as much until I watched the preview because it's his little blob friend who in one of the dreams becomes a mech. And it's kind of like they go through it in like 3 seconds in the trailer for the series. And it's kind of like an adorable moment where I was like, it hit me in the feels, and I was like, okay, now I love this set because it's like a perfect representation. I like that you guys are comparing this to Monkey Kid because I feel like Monkey Kid kind of had like the same sort of and catch me up, is Monkey Kid based off of a previous IP or is that a Lego IP?
It's a Lego IP, right?
It's a Lego IP based on the legend in China. It is based on something real, but it's not an IP.
Right. It's something that's like it's an
something about Legend of the Monkey King is I don't want to say fable, but you know what I mean. It's like a thing over there.
Isn't it like Bionicle? Like Bionicle's based on
their own IP.
Japanese. Yeah.
It was yeah.
I'm sorry. It's inspired by it's inspired by Monkey King and the Journey to the West. So there's a story that a lot of kids grow up with there, from what I understand. And so it is based on an interpretation of that. But I think it's one of those IPs like Mother Goose or something where nobody actually owns it because it's so old. Yeah.
It's public domain, so it's free.
Public domain. That's the word. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you're all good. I do appreciate that looking at it in that lens is that like they're trying to do, because the Monkey Kid sets, I apparently have not been here to discuss this, but they are bonkers with the way they're like bringing in new techniques, new pieces, new configurations, characters, storytelling.
So, Mark, I'm new to the game. I didn't touch a brick really till I was about 38 years old.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your life before that.
I know. Well, I was one of those guys who, when I saw an X-Wing, I either saw the pre-built X-Wing or the one you had to build. I'm like, why on earth would I do that? I'm getting the X-Wing. It's good to go. So I was a dum-dum. I'm sorry. But by the way, I've repented in the form of tens of thousands of dollars at this point, so we're good.
So real quick, someone requested this in the chat earlier, and so I just wanted to like take care of it now because she just came to say hello. My tiny puppy. Oh, she is now 52 pounds. Hey, look,
oh my gosh!
Cherish her. She has such little time left, Mark. Cherish her.
I know.
They're not here with us long enough.
Oh my god, she's so chill. She's 13 months old. I said 14 earlier, but she literally just turned.
I was going to say, did you train this dog? Jeez Louise, calm for a 13-month-old.
She's so calm. But we also lucked out. She's super food motivated and very chill. So it's like at 6 months she had like 20 different commands. And she's also like, hey, I smell shrimp, because she's a hound. So she's like, I will sit here and chill until you give me that shrimp. But it's like, yeah.
She chewed Lego yet?
What's that?
She chewed Lego yet?
The first day I had her, hi baby. The first day I had her home, I put a 2x4 brick down in front of her, and she was like, not food. And I was like, this is the perfect dog for me.
Yeah.
So this is Orion. She a baby girl.
Very cute. Adorable.
Oh, she's so cute.
Go find Daddy.
You can hang if you want. I mean, we can get her a mic and see what's going on. You know.
Yeah. Totally. And she has 20 different voices. But I can't hold her up for. She's 52 pounds, so I can't hold her up all that long.
Yeah, my 6-year-old dog would be squirming so hard if I tried that move. You know.
My dog's old. She's just hiding somewhere.
There you go. All right. So, but no, Mark, I was setting up to say. So I've only been in it for 5 years or so at this point. But I called Monkey Kid on this show. I called it peak Lego to me. I mean, I was just like, wow. Yeah, no, I have a lot of it. I couldn't keep up because it just kept coming and coming, and there's a lot of competition. But I've got, I don't know, Brent, 10 to 12 Monkey Kid sets. I got all the banger, all the heaters. Shout out to heaters.
All the heaters.
I got especially like the early wave stuff, and the newer stuff is just as imaginative and everything. But I was like, I don't know. I was stuck building these. You know what I mean? There's only so many bat wings and whatnot you could build.
Yeah, and this is like, for me, this is like more of my style. This is the most recent thing I built. Is this like weeping,
awesome.
I love that
cherry tree. And so I'm working on this. I'm trying to do a whole orchard of them. But it's like when I see something that has like organic in it, as well as like they have that entire like the big like what's it called, like their base, which is actually also a cargo ship and is built out of cargo containers.
The Secret Monkey HQ, yeah.
Yes, that. Yeah. Like they kind of combine all of that, where they have like a hidden mountain with like beautiful sort of like building techniques that are done like in an affordable set, and like, but they also have something that's kind of like appeals to everybody with like the angles and the colors and everything. I'm just like, I get really excited about those types of themes because I feel like it brings in all types of builders, all types of creatives, all types of kids, adults, etc., just to be part of like the Lego fan community and like really that like creative sort of artist, engineer, architect community. Future architects, etc. So I love lines like this that are just all about creativity and something new, as compared to like just like here's another TIE fighter that we've been producing for 20 years.
And the juxtaposition is nice too. It's like,
yeah, that very much so. It's like, and that's like one of my favorite words.
Good $2 word. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Wow, we're all grown up over here, Nicole. Jeez Louise. Hey, I owe you $2. Don't forget, when you drop a $2 word, I give the person $2. I like that.
Thank you.
All right.
I give you $2.05 for that one because I love it.
There you go. He's throwing some tax on it. I like that. All right. So look, we had to have a treehouse.
Yes.
I like this, but it's not. I'm not calling it a stinker. We'll get to that one. This one doesn't do as much for me.
I agree.
Because I think there's superior, even to me, the Friends Treehouse guys from not too long ago. I'm kind of digging more than this. Am I a crazy person or what?
You're half crazy on this.
All right, that's fair.
What I like about it, if you zoom in,
I will.
Different angles and like a lot of really different like signage. Like if you look at like the turn around and go down sign at the very bottom on the left, right there.
Oh.
Turn around to go down. I don't know what it means or why. There's all different sorts of signage. So there's a story going on there. There's like a man-eating plant that's brick built. On the first floor, there's a happy mailbox friend with legs and hands and wings, I think. So there's a lot of creativity going on in this. There's a swing. There's like different like ladders.
I like lucid wing.
Oh, I do like the street names. Damn it! Not enough. I'm not there yet, Mark. You've put me up to like a 5 or a 6 now.
Well, because I had to dig into it because I like the word treehouse. The word treehouse for me is an 11 out of 10. But when I looked at the thumbnail, I was like, that's a 2 out of 10. So I got to see what's going on here.
Ooh, this is a girthy boy.
Yeah, girthy. And so you want it to be like
see, Mark fits right in. I love it. 109. I had to do a price check on this one.
So those big blue wedge things, those spear tips,
I want
they're coming down. I don't know how that's foliage. I don't know how they're forcing that into the set, which gave it so much of an opportunity. If you look at like the Lego Ideas treehouse, it's just drowning in leaf and foliage parts, and I'm a leaf and foliage builder. So I was like, a treehouse in Lego Dreamzzz, this is gonna be an 11 out of 10. And I still
those like waterfalls, like maybe there are waterfalls in the tree.
Oh, that'd be pretty. Like if they were like, it was like a frozen tree that.
But I know what you mean. It's pretty bare. It needs more like needs to be more dense.
Real quick, guys. Unless I'm super crazy here, have you noticed the trend of they're showing the set with absolutely no figs on it at some points? And I don't. Are they doing that everywhere, Brent? And I'm just forgetting, like even with Star Wars and stuff.
Yes, Sean, because those are the pictures you're going to find on eBay when people have scalped all the figs and are.
Oh, they're making it easier for them.
Well, I think the reason
you do get the main baddie here, though.
I think that's the co-main. I don't think that's the main.
Oh,
the main
look at that scarf piece. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout over everyone.
No.
Yeah,
Mark, this scarf is shout worthy. No apologies necessary.
Yeah, that's my favorite fig.
That's by far the best fig I've seen. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is that called, Sean?
This guy?
Yeah.
Heater.
His name's Steve.
Certified
heater.
There's an eyeball in the middle of his hat.
Yeah. Certified heater.
Night Hunter. Kind of a dud name, but that's all right.
In my haunted house.
So although he hunts the kids at night, I get that and whatever. Remember, we're going Dreamzzz. There's going to be a little more Freddy, I think, than people think. But
so, man, if I was 7, I'd be afraid of a Night Hunter.
Is this Grandma? I like this lady.
Yeah, some kind of grandma. Hold on, Sean. To answer your question, I think the reason why that one picture it doesn't show like any figs or any of like the the kind of like green and yellow rooms attached to it. I think that's just part of the options you have with it, how they're doing that with each one of these, because there's different ways you can arrange those little houses in the tree.
Good point.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's daytime and nighttime. Well, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't be dreams in reality.
Well,
all right,
look at the back of the box. Yeah, click the back of the box. There you go.
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah, so
add the rooms, take away the rooms, but hopefully the story tells like, why they get these little pods or whatever, these little additions, add-ons.
So I think one of them is meant for like defense, like it has like little, maybe like some stud shooters and like stuff like rockets coming off of it or something, and the other rooms are like just standard living quarters, something like that. I think that's the angle they're going.
So Mark, this is my second favorite thing in Lego, besides when they do the thing where you're supposed to like combine the sets and they suggest it on the back of the box. Like nothing fires me up more than that. You can ask Brett.
No,
Like,
kidding.
dude, like what they did with Jabba's Palace, and then they sold the pit. We need more of that stuff, man. Like we need to do the add-ons.
So the original was like 1983. They had the Black Falcon's Fortress, and they had the battering ram, and then they had like I forget the name of the smaller set, but they were supposed to sit one in front of the other. Like the first one was like a tent where like the guards sat, and they showed you in the catalog this is how they go together. You had this set with this set with this set, and it's like the Black Falcon's Fortress was like the city and the castle around it, and then like the battering ram was like the guarding wall around it. And you were supposed to buy like 50 of them to like surround the entire castle.
And then
nonsensical.
Mark, you understand it with your business, man. Upsells, right? You got the regular, and then you got the add-ons. I mean, it's all upselling, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I wish.
Suggestive selling. It's upselling. Like we're open to it. We're susceptible to it. We're all dum-dums who buy this stuff, and it's like, do more of this continuity.
Well, you know what's funny? I'll say real quick about BrickWorld. So when we have our add-ons, like we have like pre-order merchandise stuff that has like the BrickWorld logo on it, or it has like the BrickWorld artwork from like the year. Like we know like the nerds love their add-ons, but like they've already paid to be attendees to the convention. So we don't mark it up because we don't want to like make money off of Lego fans that way that are supporting the show and make it what it is. But go ahead and stop by our merchandise booth after you've ordered your pre-purchase merchandise. And look at what we're marking it up, because like some people complain about the prices of some of the merchandise orders we put, but like we just went through a pandemic and inflation is insane. So I was like, people were complaining about the prices last year. I'm like, I'm not making any money on it, and we already bought it. So it's like, I'm like, I understand that as a business model, and that's not our business model. So I'm just kind of like, I sit there sometimes and kind of lament, like, what if I did want to price gouge my favorite people? You know what I mean?
No, and I didn't mean. By the way, I didn't. And I know you know this, but I didn't mean it like that. But I'm saying everyone gets the principle of it. Yeah. It's like you got the regular, and then you got the add-on deal. It's like you're gonna get a certain take rate on the add-on deal. You know that number. Your 100%. Org knows that number. It's going to happen. It's because there's excitement. And by the way, I love that you include those bundles in the in the ticket. Because for people with spouses, they're just asking for one ticket price. That's not two separate negotiations. You're getting a set with perch. You know what I mean? Like, so you're already ahead of the game.
100%.
And it's a nice little aperitif, before you get rolling. All right. Aperitif. We're getting into the
$6 word. I'll give you $2.03 for that one.
All right. We'll see you there.
You're welcome.
There we go. Crocodile Rock. What do we call this guy? Crocodile Car. All right. Here we go.
Is this the one you don't like, Sean?
No, I love this one. Are you kidding?
Okay, this one's awesome.
Yep.
This one's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, so appealing to everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to shout. Sorry.
You're not shouting.
Shout away. You're good.
Ooh, we haven't been doing the 360. Let's take a look at the butt on this. Very nice.
There you go, Sean. You can take a look at the butt on that
thing. I can't believe they haven't brought the butthole back on something yet. They're tempted to, Mark. Mark, they're tempted. Mark, it comes up. They did it with the tiger. When are we going to get the return of it? That's a guaranteed seller.
Do you know my favorite thing today? My favorite word in general is to call someone a butthole.
It's great.
I hired a graphic.
It's heavier than cuss words, right?
Listen, nothing hurts more than that. Nothing.
Can you go back one picture, please?
Of course.
Oh man.
Oh, one more. I'm sorry. One more. Oh gosh. Am I imagining things? Go back one more, maybe.
When you're dreaming.
I'll go forward. Maybe it was forward.
Okay. Oh, that
Ooh.
right there. Thank you. Is that an alt build?
It is.
Yeah.
What's up? I love that. I don't know where my voice just went, but I love what I saw.
Brent, I kind of like that you get the sort of raw, for lack of a better term, vehicle or treehouse before you start adding things. You know, you're going here?
Okay, so maybe the treehouse, is kind of like a headquarters, if you will, and then you can park your vehicles and things outside of it, and then kind of create almost like how the Avatar sets. Like you'd buy the tree, but then all the foliage, like the what's the name of their planet? The Pandora foliage all connects together, and it kind of creates this environment.
Yep.
So that's what they're going for.
And that would be sick if all the spare pieces from the alt builds all came together Voltron style and did something too.
Oh, dude, they were like,
I know, I'm asking for too much.
That would be amazing.
Buy 6 sets.
I'll tell you what was genius about the Avatar sets. Again, it incentivizes you to buy the whole wave. They don't do that very much.
No.
In action figure collecting, they do this thing where there's a wave of 6 figures, and each one of them has a body part of a 7th figure.
What?
So, you know what I mean? So like Spider-Man will come with the head of somebody, and then Wolverine will come with the leg and so forth. And so if you buy all 6, you can build a 7th figure. It's just a layup.
These aren't even construction toys.
Right.
And they're doing this before Lego has tried. Like Lego would make a mint with that if that was part of the collectible minifigures line. If you got
you put like a torso, right? Exactly. Yeah.
Of a 17th figure. Yeah. Right. Yeah. No kidding. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, how many minifig could be like what 6 pieces, whatever the piece count is with accessories. You could split that across an entire. You could split with accessories, Mark. You can make that number whatever you want, but you could split that across an entire. I know. I saw you doing the noodling.
It's leg, head, torso, arm, hand. Yeah.
But Nicole, would you be down or would you be angry if they put like, a head in one set, a hairpiece in another set, a lightsaber in another set? Do you see where I'm going with this?
Oh, I would be so happy.
See? And you'd be dumb and spend $80 for the legs or torso, wouldn't you?
That taps into my biological need to hunt and gather.
There you go.
I would be like silently happy about it, but like outwardly like pretentiously upset with them for being too capitalist.
For gouging. Yeah.
Call myself out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, we have our first member,
Whoa.
King Oldendorf.
Whoa.
I didn't even get to the announcement, but
I was gonna say I didn't even know we had those
available. Well, I activated memberships. Thank you, Your Highness, for becoming the first member at a couple of Brickheads. I mean that, dude, that's fantastic.
There's only one first member.
There you go.
Great.
All hail the king, baby. This gets a little, the first member, baby. Welcome if you got him. Celebrate the king. All hail the king. Jacob wanted to be the first one. Guys, memberships are available. I was going to talk about. I don't think anyone would proactively add memberships, but guys, we've hit the point where we are able to offer memberships, and first member always a king. Yes, sir. You are the legend.
Let's go.
And so I just activated it like this week, and I was like, all right, we'll try it. But yeah, I mean, guys, as you guys know, everything you guys do, super chats, memberships, everything like that goes right back into the show, helps us improve the quality, etc. This is not a majorly for-profit thing for us. We do it for fun. I think you guys know that, but we just want to be able to continue to improve and get crisper. We talked about Brent's mic earlier. Maybe we can get him a nice rig. Yeah, we get him a router. We can get him a.
I just bought this one though. It's brand new. It was working. It was working fine.
Thanks to the king, we can go get you something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should get a whole new internet provider.
Yeah, it's a Yeti, man. Like it was fine for 5 episodes.
I had the same problem with my Yeti. I had to restart the system like several times.
Yeah.
When it does it, it's something with like, anyway, yeah, Yetis are problematic, but awesome when they work, is my point.
Did you have a flashing light problem with yours?
I did not. I just had a crackle problem. Maybe, but it's facing away from me, so I didn't know because the light's on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Well, look, you can get this guy. Is 60 the cheapest way to get this guy now?
Yep.
I believe so. Yep.
All right.
Well, you can go to an expo or a convention or Bricklink.
I mean, I'm unaware of those, but we
don't know yet.
All right, Mark, I want to get into BrickWorld. I want to hit it hard, but I mean, look, we're having a lot of fun on Dreamzzz. Let's zip through these. This is a stinker for me. It's a stinker.
Sean, real quick, BrickWorld, Schmickworld. That's hard to say.
I want to.
No, we got to do something. This is important. If you want to know about BrickWorld, go to brickworld.com. Back to Dreamzzz.
All right.
Hey,
wait a minute, we got our second member, Brick Jedi. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much, Brick Jedi, for joining. Two members that I'm very emotional, very exciting. Thank you so much, guys.
Man. Yeah.
I listen, I can't hide it. You'll get to know me, Mark. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I have no other way to live at this point. You know what I mean?
I'm the same. Oh, yeah. No, I was born that way.
I don't have time for this phony shit. All right.
I
Caleb.
thought this was a family podcast. Can I say shit?
No. Oh, yeah, sure.
Say shit.
Yay.
Mark, this is real Lego talk. We try not to do it like anyone else. Okay. This is not corporate. We don't have to do it aggressively, but if you feel compelled to drop an F, man, please have at it. You know what I mean? It's fine.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I mean, Christ, Mark, we let off with Girth right off the rip. I mean, we're openly hammering beers and having a jewel. It's very fun. It's,
and then we looked, like you said, Girth, and then we looked at a wingless X-Wing, and I was like, wow.
Dude, a wingless X-Wing is
You're
wild.
comfy. It's all good.
It's still being built, guys. Relax.
Thugsta. Somebody put out.
Get your head out of the gutter. Relax.
Brent, are you a Bone Thugs guy, by the way?
So I kind of have to be because I'm from Ohio and they're from Cleveland. So
okay, I'm not going to do it here. Maybe one day I will, but I can actually bust one of those for you. I'll do it for you.
Have me back on.
The Lakers are losing.
I know the Lakers are losing. Don't remind me. It's halftime. It's okay.
How do you become a member, Devin? There's a button that says join. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to plug it yet, but there's 3 tier levels. We'll get into it later, but there's a button that says join. It may not work on a smartphone because Google doesn't want Apple to have their money. So you may need to do it from desktop. I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. They're like, do you want to enable this? I'm like, sure, why not? So I need to learn more about it. King Oldendorf, day one for me to buy all the dream sets if I got the money for it. Wow, he's going day one. Mark, how hard are you going on this thing? Are you a day one guy?
No, it doesn't come out till August. So
I know. August. Are you going to be lined up, or are you going to order these online? You're a busy man, but are you buying all of this day one or what?
No. Okay.
I calculated how much the entire wave will cost.
How much?
$695.89.
Oh, my wife would love that.
That's great for one wave.
It's pretty good.
Okay, Mark, but will you buy a couple early? I get. Are you going to wait for the rest to be on sale? What's your strategy?
No. I'm going to find the pieces I like and buy them on Bricklink.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you won't buy any sets. You're one of those guys.
Yeah. So hey, Sean, before you shit on the set, why don't you just go ahead and plug how to join? Because there's quite a few people watching. They want to join. So like, don't squelch that.
We got to keep them on.
I enabled it. I don't know how to, guys. There's a join button.
Here, I'll explain. So this is.
Mark, you should have seen us the first time we got super chat. By the way, we're new to this people contributing thing. This just happened for us. I apologize.
I would, as someone with a marketing degree, I would say, as Brent is about to explain how to click the join button, I think you should drop him a beat because his voice is right for dropping a beat and explaining stuff.
You're right.
This is true.
I apologize. True. Usually I'm on top of this. Go ahead, Brent. Do it in a smooth, sultry voice, would you? Yeah.
All right, guys, listen up.
Slower, Brent. Slower.
All right, guys, listen up, man.
Say yeah a lot, too.
Yeah, listen up. Yeah. So if you're watching on a smartphone, you may not have the option to hit the join button.
What do they do, Brent?
Find your nearest tablet, laptop.
Yeah.
Maybe get on your gaming console and go to the browser, sign in to your YouTube. And that join button will be there. But unfortunately, for some weird reason, YouTube does not give mobile phones the option.
They want to keep all that profit. They don't want
That's
Apple
so
to get that
weird.
money.
That's so weird. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, try to get to your nearest internet browser, borrow a friend's laptop, sign into your YouTube account, and that join button will be there right next to the subscribe button. I really don't know.
Take him home, Nicole. She loves when I full screen her. Take it home, Nicole.
Do it.
Do it.
Genius.
Just do it. You don't do it.
God.
I won't intentionally finish this X-Wing. I'll leave it as it is. Do it.
People have said that X-Wing is thick, and you're just it's unreal. All right.
That is a girthy X-Wing.
Yeah.
It is.
It is
And it's a heater too.
uncomfortably girthy.
All right, look. Before there is such a thing as two. All right.
Oh, this is so adorable.
I like it. By the way, this is a cactus, I think is what people are saying. That's awesome.
This is my favorite. Like, I love this one.
Really? This is my least favorite. I don't know why. Giving me, I built a lot of friend sets. This is giving me that vibe. I don't hate it. I like the whimsical, you
like
plant
something
throwing
about
out
it.
of it. I just look. I'll probably end up getting it. Just relax, guys. But off the rip, I'm not loving it. Sorry.
So,
Brent?
do you think it's
Brick
so I
scene.
think part of this?
Yeah, whoa, we got another member.
Whoa, wait a minute.
This person has a laptop. Let's go.
Or
Scene
a
wants to
tablet,
see the
or a
X-Wing
gaming
finish.
system.
Shout out to Scene, man.
Let's
A legend
go,
in the game,
Rich.
becoming a member tonight. Thank you so much, Scene. You're the man, dude.
What has he seen?
Go, yeah. Shout out to Brixie.
Play the whole song.
Holdendorfer Scene, can you in the chat explain how people join? I feel like we're doing a terrible job.
No, you just can't do it on a mobile phone for some
All right.
reason.
All right.
I really
Right,
don't
if I
like
You know what? I
If I
did see something. I need to post a link in description, I think.
All right,
Yes.
here. I've clicked on it. If I click for $2.99 a month, I can be a heater. For $6.99
By the way,
a month,
Brent, I
can
set
be
up
a
the
Girth
tiers
Gang.
$2.99
Is that
as
what
a
it
heater.
says?
Yeah,
Yes,
And
yes.
for $24.99, you're an honorary brickhead.
that's right. You can join the crew for $25 a month, and then in the middle tier we have Girth Gang. What is it?
It's a Girth Gang.
There we go.
Really,
I think they should be girthers. Really.
Girthers.
Girthies.
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 That yes. 1,000%.
Which, by the way, shout out to Sidious because he's made a couple of Brickheads shirts. Sidious, if you're still around, brother, you post that link. We had people asking for shirts, Mark. It's unbelievable. ID Snipe is a new member. Here we go.
Let's go.
No, shut up. Girthies, not a Girth.
Mark, you're witnessing history here, baby.
He's
I
an
know,
honorary
I love
brickhead.
it.
Love it. ID Snipe in the house. Thank you so much, man. This is unreal.
Dang, son.
And Oldendorf's over here calling it out. Nah, but I was still first.
Still first. If you ain't
I
first,
love it. I love the
last.
competitive nature.
So we
Oh,
had
that's
like
great.
10 live stream episodes through BrickWorld. So I'm definitely going to Google this thing that is happening once we're off air to find out what I've experienced.
What, the memberships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whatever you do, don't.
We have
Google Girth
428 subscribers on YouTube, so I'm not really there yet. So,
What, this one? This
no,
channel,
that-
what'd you say? You have 428? Is that what you said?
yeah, subscribers. Like, so we're not even to like the point of monetization. That's a
Oh,
hard word to
geez.
say when you've had like 2 or 3 of these.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Devon reinvented. Is it Devon or Devon?
Yeah,
Devon?
Devin, is it Devin or Devon? Can you give us to us phonetically? I don't want to be butchering.
Another member. That's 5.
I can spell it like
Unreal, dude.
or lowercase de and capital VON. Like, let us know.
This is
what
crazy. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe it. This is crazy. Thank you. I didn't even promote it yet.
Let's go. Someone just saw the button.
Devin. All right. So we are saying it right. Devin. All right, good.
Devin. All right.
Because my name's Sean and I get called Scene plenty. Still, Mark, in 2023, people call me Scene. It's unreal. All right, let's breeze through this. I do want to cover BrickWorld, please. Let's do rapid fire, Mark. Why do you love this? You love the parts, it seems like, but do you love it as a set? Do you love all of it? What are we doing here?
More importantly, like what do we need to get you like a trauma counselor for this set? Because there's something that's like really up your craw about this. Like you hate it.
I just
like secondarily hate it. Like there's even like timbers inside. There's like timbers inside that hold up the roof. There's a giant deer.
I don't hate it. I gotta be choosy.
Color. Yeah, well, for that, yeah, maybe
the pieces are great.
See that. I love the window pieces. I love it, like the what is it? The 3x4 and the 2x2 window piece are in dark azure.
Shit! Now I owe them $4. This is unreal. All right.
You've got that like bright yellow, or I think the bright yellow orange, the bright orange, windscreen above the door. They've got the doors in dark turquoise. Like it's all new parts and new colors. The coral piece is used in a different way besides underwater. There's a bunch of different pieces.
Oh God.
He said, "You know what? I like it now."
You know what, Mark? Can I say something here? This is weird. This is one of those rare cases, and you guys know it's kind of rare. I mean, at least for me, it is. But like,
it's rare.
This is one of those ones where this is. I don't know if this is a render too, but this one looks like better out of the packaging to me. Am I crazy here? Like some of them, it's like it looks. I don't know, best on the box art. But this looks better built. Brent, am I a psycho here? What's happening?
No, not crazy at all. I feel like it's, you have like three ways of seeing a set. You have just the box art, and then you have, I don't know, I guess out of box, but like still on a screen, like not in person, whether that's a review, whether that's lifestyle shots like this. And then you have the in person. But I do think it just pops more right here because of the dark background and the really vibrant colors of the build. So I feel like that just really, really pops. And the box art is like all vibrant.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to what I said real quick, Mark. I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. These are the best lifestyle shots in recent memory, if not ever. I'm sorry. Like
Agreed on that. Without evil
sans creepy kids. And by the way, all of them have unfortunate teeth, and I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but I'm seeing some real chompers in these things.
They're all British. British.
They look like from here. They look like characters from Stranger Things. What do you know?
Yeah, probably no.
This is the first time I saw it.
Probably no coinky dink on that. Let's see.
So I would say like y'all seem to have a propensity for hidden side, right? So what killed hidden side? What stopped that third, fourth wave from coming for hidden side?
The box art.
Bad packaging. Thank you. Exactly. Bad branding. Yep.
I'm a marketer too, by the way, Mark. We'll talk about it, but yeah.
Good. Yeah. And I'm worried about this with Dreamzzz. Because you look at that.
Oh.
Like, what is it? Right? So it's showing
you it's a little busy, right? And I try to profess this to Brent all the time about things being busy. That being said,
do you hate this?
Better. It's a step above definitely a step above hidden side, no doubt, because they did a nice job of sort of isolating the set there between the two violators. But
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like these violators at the top and the bottom, but
Agreed.
But I'm with you. It's a little, to me, it's more of the palette that's busy, but inherently it needs to be with this. So it's a little bit of a challenge,
I think they rope it. That's what I appreciate about the trailer versus the sets themselves, is they do have a palette. This was the first one that drew me in, that I was like, I need every one of these, but I don't buy sets. So I'm just like, I just need to find out my favorite pieces from this one. Do you not like this one? Is this your least favorite?
Yeah.
I was about to mention this, Sean. Another member.
Oh my goodness. Moments of the magic coming through. Thank you so much, dude. Joe, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you guys. Awesome. I will upgrade it when you find. No need, dude. Stop it. No upgrades necessary. Moments of the magic. True legend of the game. Guys, if you want the best Disney coverage on Lego YouTube, go see my friend Moments. And by the way, he's getting heavy into Friends. Mark, are you a Friends guy too? Because it's been on fire the last 2-3 years.
Well, yes, I am. Have we talked about the botanical gardens tonight?
We haven't yet.
That set is fire.
Oh. Is that the one with the dome piece? Dome piece? Yeah.
That set is like, I thought it was a modular set, and then it said Friends in the corner. I was like, wait, Friends went modular? And then I opened it, and I was like, what's with that price point? What's with all these new pieces? Why do I need this right now? And that set I will buy. I'll probably buy 5 copies of it at once because I'll use every piece in it. I'm getting a little intense because I'm really excited about that set. That is a beautiful set. Brown ducks, right?
Brown ducks.
Love it.
Oh, are we going to talk about
people? Mark, people are talking about buying 2 or 3 of those and going nuts with it.
5.
That's it.
5.
When is it coming out, by the way?
August.
You know what? We're going to do that next week because there was a lot of heat that was just dropped for City and Friends. I wanted to get to it, but we're running long on Dreamzzz. It seems like everybody's down for it. Chat, we're going to wrap up on Dreamzzz after this set, and it seems like people are digging it. So, okay, here we go. Pegasus Flying Horse.
Favorite.
What's going on? This is gorgeous.
I love it.
I
love it.
It's a heater. It's a heater light for me. Again, I feel like all the heat was already. By the time you get to this, you're kind of like you've seen. Just real quick, like you've seen.
What's a heater, though? What's a heater? Just
oh my god! What
shall we explain?
Sean, Brett, let them know.
You or me, Sean? I got it. All right. So listen, this all started.
I prefer to hear it from Brent actually, because his voice is beautiful.
Yeah, his voice
is amazing. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
I don't even have my good mic. It's giving me all these problems. Anyways, all right. Listen,
Mark's heard enough from me.
Your voice is awesome. All 3 of you. No offense to any of you, but I prefer Brent.
All right, Brent. What is a heater? Just really get emotional about it. Talk about it.
All right, listen. I need to shave this horrible scruffy beard, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Heaters expanded or started from a little whatnot streams. You know, we're digging in. We did a whole episode on whatnot. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a couple episodes ago. Anyways, to explain now what a heater is, everybody calls stuff, oh, that's fire. This burger I just had, fire.
Bangers.
This minifigure, fire. Banger. Heater is just the next thing, man. It's catching on. It's spreading throughout the community. You know what? BrickWorld Chicago, that convention is a heater because it's awesome. You know what?
And somebody once asked, Brent, what makes something a heater? And it really just is, right? It's hard to.
It's just got to have it. You know what I mean? It's got to pass the. Yeah. Well, it's the force. You have to feel it. You know when you know. You know, people talk about the eye test all the time. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that you hear about something here and there, and you see it. You just see this leaked image and whatever. When you finally see it, or you hear about an event and you never go, but then you finally go, and then you know. So it's just, dude, this podcast, it's a heater. I'm sorry, I'll say it about our own show.
Mark, a heater guest. I mean, we only so the phrase around here, Mark, is only heaters. We only do heaters. Heater episodes, heater guests.
Girthy heaters. People are combo plating now. Girthy heaters is becoming a thing.
Heaters. By the way, Mark, we're hearing somebody said this started about a month ago. Somebody said it to me like we didn't come up with it. It's unbelievable. So it's making its rounds.
I don't believe it.
That's fake news.
BrickWorld. It's a heater.
Well, I believe to give credit to the source, I believe Sean was the first person that said it, right? And then Max was saying it, and then they were saying it to me.
What happened was this guy, literally, Mark, this guy was showing his figs on whatnot, and he was showing some pretty pedestrian Star Wars figs on the auction. And I just said, where are the heaters at? And I said, I know you got a secret stash. Swivel your camera another direction in your room. And he's like, no, I can't do that. It's my personal. I said, swivel the camera, dude. And he swivels it over. And Mark, he had it all, baby. He had all the heaters. He had the figures that were 300 and up, just chilling over there. And he was purposefully holding them back from us. I was like, no, I said, you put a heater on that Lazy Susan and sell it to somebody, sir.
That Lazy Susan.
That's right. I'm old. You know what he did?
I know what
He's
you're talking
Donnie
about.
D, baby.
He's an
And he
industrious.
put it on there, and that's where it all started. And we were cracking up. It was our first night doing Whatnot. I'm like, guys, you got to come in here. It's wild. And so I did a show on it the next week because I was that excited about it.
So I'm on a public stream right now. So I'm going to say that like all the live streams I've done have been fire. But I would call this the absolute heater of podcasts because this reminds me very much of being in the early days of BrickWorld where I was like meeting AFOs for the first time. Like you're on there, you're on like Eurobricks, you're on like what was Lugnet, and like you're talking to AFOs, and then you meet AFOs in person for the first time. You just got this energy. You got this like, I would just call it like, for lack of a better term, bro-y energy. And by the way, Alyssa, I consider you a bro.
Oh, I am 100%.
Good, perfect. You're my bro. And it's like
for sure. She's the broiest of the bro. We had her on as a guest, Mark, and what was it? The next day I proposed to her and said, you have to be a
good. The vibe was right.
Well, that was the best freaking call because I'm sorry, Alyssa makes this. Every comment she makes.
Alyssa does make this.
I 100% agree.
She's a heater. Sometimes, by the way, you can add a heater to a situation and it just makes it that much better.
Listen, if you're a heater hater, you can get out.
That's it. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So do you guys want to hear do you guys want to hear a BrickWorld pitch so we can get it out of the way?
No, let's do it right now. Hold on.
No, we're diving in. We won't get it out of the way.
Table.
We'll just
BrickWorld. Oh dear Lord.
All right, we won't have to do that. Mark, pitch BrickWorld, but we need to go a little wrinkled. If you by the way, if you need to roll, let me know, or we can expedite. But
I never time do we have with you? I sit here at this desk 16 hours a day. So if I'm live streaming, if I'm working, doesn't make a difference.
Crank that beverage one more time. Let's get into this. Tell us about BrickWorld. Crank your bevy.
Oh,
there you go.
A new bevy. I'll be back.
Bev. Can't forget the Bev.
Don't forget the Bev.
Break.
All right.
As soon as I'm done with this, I'll take a bathroom break.
All right.
So my favorite thing about the brand, and like we can say this till we're blue in the face, and it sounds like lip service, but I mean it. The point of BrickWorld is to build the Lego fan community. And that's kind of what we're doing with our live stream, is encouraging people to build on their own, and so yes, perfect question. Why BrickWorld? It doesn't need to be BrickWorld. Go to your home show, build the fan community.
We're going to talk about that.
So we have if you want to know about what BrickWorld has to offer, we have 100,000 square feet of display space. We're over 1,400 attendees this year, which is blown away our record of last year, where we had just under 1,000 in 2019. We had just under 1,200 last year.
30% lift, Mark?
And this year we're already at 1,450, and it's not even
40% lift. Jeez Louise. Nice.
We had 40% lift in all of our shows this year. So I'm not saying we're better than other shows. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to other shows.
I'll say it.
You can't say it, but we will.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But it's all about being part of the Lego fan community and meeting people. I compare this all the time to, this is the perfect place to say this. I compare my first experience at BrickWorld, the first time I went on a gay cruise. Okay, just imagine if gay people are not part of your purview, just imagine this. You're a gay person, you're out of the closet, but you have to come out all the time. But you go onto a gay cruise and those doors close and you don't have to say anything to anybody. Everyone already knows you're gay because you're on a gay cruise. That's what a brick convention is
awesome
about.
Phenomenal description.
Perfect comparison. Yeah.
Perfect comparison. The biggest hurdle is gone. We're all Lego nerds in this world. We're all Lego nerds. Judgment better be left at the effing door because we're not going to tolerate it here. I love it.
Exactly. You're all cut from the same cloth. You can talk about your deepest desires about what you want to do with Lego and your favorite things about the community, and no one's going to judge you for being what are you talking about Lego for? They're going to be yeah, I love Lego too. They might be this isn't my Lego thing, but also they're just going to they're going to engage you from the first place. And that's the best thing about a Lego convention, is just being in the same room with people who are cut from the same cloth, right? At BrickWorld Chicago, what we try to do is just keep it a very open and free environment. We're trying to be for Lego fans, by Lego fans. So all of our presentations, workshops, competitions, social events, etc., are run by attendees. So we don't force anything on people. We ask people to submit their own events. And yeah, granted, there are people who are like, they did an event and people really liked it and like they didn't know necessarily. So we will hit them up and be like, do you want to run this event again? Can we make it part of like every year? Because we know it's something that builds the community and makes people have a good time when they're there. Basically, like our entire mantra for the week is like, come in, express yourself at your best. Because everyone there is going to accept you. Now, granted, we have over 1,000 people as regular attendees, and everyone is at a different social skill level. So they might not know how to express their appreciation. And we encourage people to always try to grow. So some people take that and kind of criticize without having the social skills to be able to be constructive. So we've had a little bit of like, I don't know why this person said this, but also at the same time, it's like people are communicating, they're trying to engage, and some of them don't have the best social skills. I think as a community, we have more people on the spectrum that you would find if you just joined a flag football team, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's a different sort of like person. It's like, but so many people lead with the best energy. We're very excited about it. We try to be very fair with our awards because people are very excited to be nominated and of course, win awards. And so what we've encouraged people to do, because we have a limited amount of categories, and when we have 100,000 square feet of space and with potentially 1,600 attendees this year, with at least half of those being displayers, we can't honor every amazing build in the room. So what we encourage people to do, and we consider these official BrickWorld awards, is if you come to the show as an individual or lug, and you want to say, I want to honor all the builds that made me feel special or like made me feel inspired, and make your own awards and bring them in the box and just like drop them on a creation like secretly. It means so much to people. That's the energy we're about. We're just about the feels. Like we want people to leave and have a great Lego experience, feel inspired to come back the next year, feel inspired to go back to other shows, other conventions, join a lug, and bring people those resources. So if you're coming to a convention for the first time as a Lego fan and you don't know that lugs exist, we want you to meet people from your area. And we have people coming from Japan, Australia, New Zealand. We have people come from South America, Africa. We had, of course, people from all over Europe, all over Canada, Mexico. We have people come from all over the world. And like we love the space where our convention lies because like for like just general event marketing, the summer in June on Father's Day weekend is a terrible time to try to market a public event. But people make this their vacation time. They've been coming for years, and it builds and builds and builds. We're going to leave it right where it is.
Yeah.
Come in to like grow their groups, grow their area, and like these collaborative builds that show up at the convention that grow and grow and grow over years is very exciting for us. Not just because we're getting people to come to the convention, because it's very exciting for us to like make money and get more people coming, of course, but just to see more and more amazing creations and see more and more people connect and build their groups and build their communities and build their resources. That's what we're about. That's what we want. That's what BrickWorld's about. Join us. Go to BrickWorld.com right now. Registration is $120 per person. If you get early registration next year, it's $85 per person.
Whoa.
Plus $25 add-on for a goodie bag, and we run promotions for early registration that is $10 off, so you can get it for $75 if you pay attention to us early enough, follow us on social media, join our mailing list. We'll send you out. But right now, as close to the event as we are, it's $120 for registration, and we're out of goodie bags. So that's where we're at, but it's worth it to join us. We're out of hotel space. So we have a secondary hotel room as well. We have a free shuttle to the hotel. It's a great experience. I've never regretted going. I own the company now, so that's easy to say. But to me, from the first time I went, it's been my new Christmas. I look forward to this event more than I look forward to the holidays. So please join us. Please join any of your favorite brick convention, your favorite AFOL convention. It's all just part of like making the community bigger and like bringing us more resources and bringing us more beautiful inspiration. Like all of you do at any show you go to, wherever you are.
So this got hyped up, man. That was like
Mark,
like a locker room speech. Dude, I just got hyped up, man.
So Mark, real quick, I try to educate a little. So I do big retail for a living, right? So I do a lot of corporate stuff. I sit inside a lot of corporate walls, Best Buy, Target, whatever. I do. I know.
I've been there.
Okay, and I've done big pitches, and I've heard from just about everybody. And I blow our guests up, and I'm sorry if I have to do this right in front of you, but. Guys, if that didn't get to you, and if that didn't feel like, I have heard, Mark, I've been to a bazillion conferences just like you. I have heard people do elevator pitches or brand pitches or my entire life, my entire adult life. Guys, if that is not the most genuine, heartfelt pitch for a brand or a company that you've ever heard, I don't know what's the matter with you. This is 100% the genuine article. He means it. He feels it. Fantastic. This isn't corporate BS. He's a marketer. I'm a marketer. That's not marketing. What he just did there transcends all of the above, sir. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That is fantastic. And guys, that's what it's about. When I first went last year, Mark, I told you I spent 36 hours. I had some previous commitments, life things, whatever. And we've been talking about it and fiending for it and pushing it. And when I told you, like, you were the guest that I wanted to get, and I stayed on you, Mark, like it's like a true pro. And Mark came back. He's like, I'm not going to shake this guy. I guess I got to do this thing. But that is why, because we wanted to tell you, man, what you got going on is friggin' amazing. And I can tell your whole heart and soul is into it. And guys, if you're going to get there, and it might be too late for some of you this year, but part of this was we want you guys to experience this.
Yeah.
And it's not just about builds and buying stuff and hotels and cars, and that's all part of the, that's the operation to get there, right?
Great.
But it's really it's Ryan. Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
but it is, man. Like, and look at his response. It gave him chills. When do we get? Perhaps in Chicago. Mark and I are married guys, but we'll see what happens. Maybe a good hug will be a nice intro. You got to hold hands before you do all that, Ryan. Do I need to teach you how this works? You got to walk before you run.
Yeah,
but but seriously, like I do this because I like to call out when I see things, and guys, that is. Again, one of the greatest, whatever you want to call it. It's not even a pitch. I hate using that word, but Anyway, guys.
It is, though. It's my media pitch, but I'm very passionate about it, and I fall into myself when I give it.
Worked on us. I think everybody's excited about it. So there you go.
Well, I'll say the same thing because I'm like, first of all, Sean, you're one of the people that we created the Saturday Sunday badge for. Where you're like, I came into the public days, but I thought I was going to be able to go to the garage sale and see World of Lights. And we're like, you're making a great argument.
Oh, I had friends. I was at the garage. No, I'm kidding.
Right?
Well, I was going to say, Mark, I think I was just going to say,
Sorry, Mark, I was having camera trouble.
No, you're okay.
Oh, you look fantastic now. We're good.
I'm glad we got you back.
We're so happy to have you back.
Yeah.
I could hear every word of that speech, and it was amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank
there
you.
We go.
It was so good. It was so good. Don't think that I was ignoring you. I was not. I was frantically trying.
I figured as much.
Yeah, Nicole, our views like plummeted when you left. You can't do that again, okay? Mark and I are about to make out, and you disappear. I was really.
I saw the making out, and I'm like, you got to hold hands first. You got to go for a walk on the beach.
I said that.
That is basic.
We'll get there. We'll definitely that'll be a great podcast.
And just then you get a dog.
Hit every base.
Yeah, hold hands. I wanted, honestly, Mark, the whole crawl, walk, run narrative. I want it to be replaced by hold hands, kiss, boob feel, do it. You know what I mean? Like, so, we got to work on the last two, but either way, we.
Well, I think the only thing we need to work. The only thing we need to work out is whose boobs are felt.
Exactly.
It's not mine.
Anyone's really,
Stay
quite
away
frankly.
From me.
Well, no, it's me and Sean. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we have feelings too, Nicole. All right.
Everyone has nipples. Okay.
Yeah. I recently figured that out.
You can milk a cat. That is confirmed. True.
Nicole, how many wrong names have I called you tonight?
You've called me all the wrong names. It's okay.
It's awesome. Well, it's partially her fault, though. Hold on.
It's my MO. I have
it's her
names.
fault. She's like Padme, where she's got 68 different names. Nicole, we're going to boil you down to one name. I called her Nalliass because her name looks like Nalliass. That's why I
just kind of feels right.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, there. Yeah, she's Alyssa. Therefore, because the N, we'll just ignore it.
Just let your Jameson take you where it needs to go.
Oh, it's already. Oh, I'm already there.
All right. Here's the deal. Let's get into some levity. Go ahead. We'll drop the emotional, but go ahead.
Yeah, just tell you, like, I think a lot of the Lego convention runners throughout the United States would say the same thing I said about what they want to provide for their guests. They just don't have the kind of like open emotional training I had with my background. So they aren't able to tap into that when they're trying to promote the show. But go to your home show. Build the Lego community. It won't hurt my feelings. Like, it just as long as we're building the Lego community, that's what we want to promote as BrickWorld. So do it. Doesn't have to be BrickWorld. Go to whatever's closest to you. Go to whatever you can afford. Go to whatever's the most convenient for you. Just keep doing it. Get out there. Meet new AFOLs. Build stuff. Display. Keep doing it. If it's with BrickWorld or not, that's what we want.
And now we transition to what is.
I was going to say, perfect transition.
Ow, my brain. Okay.
So Mark's not going to comment on this because he's a professional, but I'm not, right? I'm an amateur professional.
Maybe I'll finally use the bathrooms since
please.
I got surprised.
Perfect timing.
Please do. Go for it, Mark. Seriously, we don't go to the bath. But keep the volume up. You're going to want to hear this. I went to BrickFest Live. My wife tried to do a very nice thing, and she's like, "Hey, I want to surprise. I got you tickets to a Lego convention." And I'm like, "Oh, fantastic! Oh boy, I heard about this." BrickFest Live is not. He's saying go to all the locals. I'm going to tell you one to exclude unless you have little ones, and they do have a lot of, I was going to say PlayStations. What am I trying, Nicole? What am I trying to say here? They have little, whatever. They have little stations where kids can brick zones, right? Where they can make little builds and they can make, derby racers, and they can add to bigger, great, fantastic. I, for one, I'm not the most like squeamish person in the universe, but like seeing a bunch of people you guys, it's well documented on a couple of brickheads. I'm not a big fan of people touching a bunch of stuff and then me or my kids touch. I'm not a major germaphobe. It's just gross. Well, people don't wash their hands. Brett and I are guys. And by the way, news brief, Nicole, I'm sure you're aware, but most dudes are not washing their hands coming out of bathroom. I'm sorry. It's a weird
most chicks are not washing their hands. You
don't
think that I side-eye? I Larry David that stuff when I go to the bathroom. I'm like, really? I didn't expect that of you.
Which creates a situation which I like to call...
I don't trust anybody.
I like to call it, it is what it is. It's dick
hands. It's con hands.
Yeah, it's gross. There's smells, there's hands. So for me, the whole vibe, I get it. Let the kids play, all that stuff. Bottom line is, even if you're not squeamish about that, that's all there is there. There is, if you're looking to buy stuff, you're SOL because they have their one shop, which they sponsor.
And it's overpriced.
And it's Lego. It's basically a micro Lego store. And everything's 10% plus over retail.
I will say the polys are good.
Sure, but you're paying more than Bricklink or
the
eBay.
Same polys year to year.
Correct. It's problematic. It's also $40, I believe, for a ticket.
Unless they give you the promo to come for free the next year.
I don't. I mean, I'm probably not going to get one now, but but guys, if you're going to go to one local, just be careful with BrickFest Live. If you have kids and you want to spend an afternoon and have them, enjoying the love of the brick, that's fine. But Mark, to put these in the same category, I think seems unjust.
So, I mean, just to be fair, you said BrickWorld was 12 versus 20. We're actually 16 at the door. We're 14 online, and we sell through Eventbrite. So, like, the $14 ticket is actually like 16.23 or something like that. But we have
BrickFest was $40. I'm saying either way, they're double what you are.
Yes.
In some market, I know markets may vary, Mark, but you're in Chicago, which is very much an A market, and you're only getting less than 20 doll hairs to go to frickin' BrickWorld. Unreal.
We try to get people coupon codes through our mailing list, through social media. We put it on our website for Milwaukee.
We have
if you
one.
want to avoid the Eventbrite fees, here's your coupon code. Because
Mark, what does this do for people? Remind me. Is it 10%? What is it? A couple bucks off? What is this thing? Our promo code.
It gives you $3 off your
$3 off
Expo tickets. So the tickets online are $14, but the fees are $2.23. So the ACOB 23, the ACOB 23 code will give you $3 off. So it'll beat those Eventbrite fees, and you're already $2 less than at the door for every ticket you pre-purchase online at BrickWorld.com. I will give you one warning about this. If you are a first responder or military personnel or veteran, you can get your tickets at the door for $11 with your ID and for your entire party up to 8 people.
Wow.
So if you're a military first responder that is active duty veteran with ID, police, fire, EMT, any hospital worker with a hospital ID because you helped us through the pandemic, as long as you have an ID, you get it for $11. And in your entire group up to 8 people, because we appreciate you so much we can't even say. So those are our prices for our shows, and we're going to keep it as close to buying a movie ticket as we can, because we want to have a family experience. We know that if you have a family that, like, you had 3 kids and you want to have a good weekend and you want to have fun, and it's Father's Day weekend too, so you're probably spending other money like traveling, taking grandpa out to dinner and other sorts of things. We're being price gouged like crazy because inflation from the pandemic. We're not going to price gouge our guests. We refuse, and we're not going to do upsells. We're not to say anything about any particular brand that we've been talking about. We're not going to send you 1,000 emails about what product we can sell you pre-show that you can pick up when you get there, because we're just not about that. We will send you only 3 emails per show if you sign up for our mailing list.
Oh,
Mark,
Sean's
I got a full
angry.
screen here, Mark. I have to.
Sean is angry.
I'm sorry.
Everybody, grab your chairs.
I would say I felt something.
He's gonna yell.
Okay, here's the deal. My wife, she goes all out in all things she does. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes I'm like, why'd you do that? She bought me the Star Wars add-on.
Mrs. Rightway, we love her.
Love you, honey. BrickFest Live.
Mrs. Rightway.
I said, well, honey, what does that entail? I think I'm getting a little set when I walk in, right? Mark, I got there.
Star Wars, like Luke Skywalker foil.
No, they offered me. It was 5 foil boys for something.
Yes,
I don't know. Another 20, 25, whatever it is.
Yeah,
we're gonna be mailing those to you.
What?
They're not giving you your add-ons. I'm not trying to slander I am trying to slander your competition. You don't have to. Guys, if you go to BrickFest Live and you get an add-on, at least in my experience, you don't get them. They mail them to you. So I contacted customer service. Very non-existent from my experience. I don't feel reassured in any form or fashion.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He's back. Right.
Oh,
he's like very concerned about where Brent is.
But guys, with BrickWorld, you get there.
He's the number 5 hottest.
Mark, if you upgrade the bundle, which you're saying nobody has to do, but hey, if you want a little treat when you want your little appetizer, a little snacky,
yeah,
you get your stuff right there and then, don't you, Mark? And you also get a commemorative brick, which I need to talk to you about because I didn't get one last year because I was a dum-dum, but we need to get one. We need to get me one from last year. My point is,
we have them.
You will.
Do.
I think
if we do, you get one.
All right.
Let me copy my staff on that. Give me a second.
No, we're good. Don't.
I gotta send the text.
Now he's going to his staff now.
But my point is, like, you get what you pay for and then some with BrickWorld. So again, I am not a shill. Mark has given us nothing. We in fact pay him to go to this thing. So I want to make this clear that I'm not just advocating. Look at this, Mark. There you go. Fantastic.
Oh, holy cow.
Wow.
Dang.
So anyway.
Brent, your mic.
By the way, Brent, those graffiti bricks are a great design. Where did you get those done? Because I love that aesthetic.
He did it.
I had them done at BrickWorld by a bunch of amazing people that I met.
So just before the show,
sign it.
Mark. So before the show, we went and got those, from like Michael's or wherever. We got the Sharpies with the gold and whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the BrickWiz on there. We got Macro Bricks. We got Holly on film. We got Shy Time on there. We got Rodrigo Blankenship on there. We got all kind of Josh Build stuff is on here.
Hold it up, Brent.
And more to come. I need to get more. I need to get Mark. I need you to sign a brick.
Oh hell yes, I will.
Several other people I still need to, anybody that didn't sign this. We got Brixie on here. We got Brad at Switch Bricks. We got all kind of awesome people. There's definitely a few that I missed. Oh, we got it's hard to read his signature, but from Beyond the Brick, his is right there because he has a really cool
Josh Hamlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, I know some people have real signatures on here, but some people actually print so I can read. We got Emmasaurus and Ross over here. Who else is on there?
That was such a great idea.
I stole this idea from Shy.
I love Bricklock.
So, I got Bricklock on here. Titanium J's on here. I need to have a. Yeah, I need to have a. Yeah, I stole this idea from Shy. So Shy, if you're still here, thank you. I stole your idea.
Shy's always around. He's always
Shy had me sign one. And I'm like, this is like the first legit autograph I ever signed.
What's funny, Sean?
Yeah.
I didn't get you to sign one.
I'm a nobody. It's all right. Like I said to Shy.
Somebody. You're somebody.
I said to Shy, I said, wow, this is the first autograph I've ever signed. M&R. He's got them all there. Yeah. We need to add a Mark one to the collection too.
That's what I said. Yeah, I need to get him.
Yeah.
Mark, you're going to be busy, but we'll be looking for you, man. Especially, are you more accessible on private days and all that? Like, if someone wants to say hello to you, is there a way to?
Not really. I would say find Phoebe or Nicole. They will know where to find me.
All right.
And I just texted them that Brent and Sean need a brick from me. So last year was kind of like bonkers because it was my first year running the show, so they were like very much gatekeepers.
I didn't buy the pass that came with it, to be clear, Mark. Yeah. I was a scumbag. Remember, I did a day ticket. I didn't get one.
You helped us create a new pass. That's my point. Is like we never had a Saturday Sunday pass until we met all the influencers who was like, well, we want to stay and see World of Lights. So Brent, what you were just showing us is like that's what it's about. It's just like going and meeting people and collecting things and like encouraging people to do something new and make it something for like not only yourself, but you're sharing it with the entire community.
Oh yeah.
That's a really cool wall. Like that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I feel
now obviously this is just randomly thrown together, but over time I'm sure I'll incorporate this in some kind of cool mock or build or something like that.
You got to make a Lego wall.
Yeah, you know what it needs to be, by the way, is like some sort of like graffiti alley.
Yeah.
Look at people's handwritings, by the way. So I have that marketing background. It was like it was a graphic design and branding background. When I see people's handwriting that is that cool, I just want to create fonts out of it. And those are some amazing signatures.
I love how Ross put the dog paw on there.
He's a dog mom.
And speaking of which, Orion is like, "What are you doing? Are we gonna lay down and watch TV? Do I get dinner?" She's had dinner, but she's looking at me like, "Dinner, right?"
Motivated.
Yeah.
So we're those type of people who feed her raw meat.
Oh, we do too. We do too. And you know what?
Yeah,
that's why they live so long.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
That's the only reason why. So my dog does not touch dog food. Does not.
She's 7 different types of hound, so she eats whatever.
Yeah. Zoe is Zoe's like beagle and 4% wolf and whatever the hell else happened there.
Oh, wow.
So I just give her raw. Yep, I'm telling you, that's the secret to a long life.
Wait a minute. Who's my bicentennial twin? Now, Bricklock, I know exactly who you are. Are we both born on the same day in 1976?
Could be what he means. I'm sure we'll get an answer out of him in a second.
He's like 19 feet tall. I actually, Bricklock,
he is super tall.
If you send me an email at mark@brickworld.com, I have a specific role that we wanted to give you this year at the convention. If you're willing to take it,
oh, let's go.
Let's have a private conversation. But you are definitely the person that we need for this.
I love Bricklock.
Is it Enforcer? Is it Enforcer? I was just wondering.
Security is 100% Enforcer.
Yes.
Let's go.
We're gonna
real quick. So Mark, in my 30s, it was quite memorable. This 36 hours I was telling you about. Locke I had met online in the streams a little bit and all that stuff, but like he was rolling with Macro. If you're familiar with Macro, there's a couple other folks, but anyway, he's like the first, community member I met outside of Brent. And here's what's magical about it too. For, you said like for the influencers and all that stuff. Yeah. For a lot of us, it's the first time we're meeting in person. That was the first it took BrickWorld for Brent and I to meet in person for the first time. We did the show over a year together before we met.
I can't believe you guys never met.
That's
like, and it's on, shout out to Brent's Bricks. If you want to go check the vlog, do it. What you guys see on his BrickWorld vlog is literally the first time we met, and it was a very emotional hug.
By the way, there's more of that coming.
I can't wait to meet you guys one day.
It felt good, Brett. It was a good hug. Now, but Locke, I was introduced to him, and I'm like the greatest guy you'll ever meet in your life, Bricklock.
Yes, we've talked on Reed's live stream.
He is.
We immediately go over to the live stream because I was like, no, we're cut from the same cloth. By the way, I would really I'm not gonna pull the microphone into my mouth again.
No, we like emotion. We like emotion, yeah.
I would love to see the footage of you guys hugging for the first time.
Brent, pull it up. Brent, pull it up and screen share.
Share it.
I can. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I have like actual more extensive vlog footage of this, but I made like a trailer for like
Send it to me.
It's actually I'll pull it up right now. It's actually a very good trailer.
Relationship, so you're a perfect example because that blows my mind that's where you guys first met. Was less than a year ago.
Oh, no, but we started doing the show together before we met.
No, but in person.
Oh yeah,
the you guys actually embraced in love was at my show less than a year ago.
Oh, and by the way, we talked about it. We're like. We built it up. We're like, there was not even up for debate. Like, dude, this off air. We're like, this hug's gonna be crazy. Like, I know, man. Let's do it. Like
barf. It's making me sick. It's so adorable. I could
more adorable than the Dream sets or what?
Yeah, sorry. I broke the seal.
No, drop the F's, dude. We're very F over here. F this, F that. All right,
Brent. If I wanted to, and I felt like it was like a special thing that might.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be.
Look at that guy.
Here we go.
Guys ready for this? Here we go.
Captain Attractive over. He's a handsome fellow.
Got the movie theater. It's like the
airport moment.
Most handsome man of the game right there. Yeah, anyway.
Oh shit.
running through the mall. This Encanto house.
Wow.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I'll stop screaming. That was awesome. Sorry. John. Or Ryan. Sorry, that was Ryan.
That's Brent. Okay. How's it going?
This was awesome.
Nice blood on that one.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
That was ours. That's the one I to. Oh yeah, Dan's cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Unreal.
So dope.
Nice. Dude.
He's giving you the $2.
Let's go.
Mark, that's a whole other.
Oh my god, I'm fired up.
Let's go. And he never
Let's
made
go,
the vlogs,
baby.
by the way. So
I have more vlogs to put out there.
I'm
So,
fired
Mark,
up.
the big joke is he's supposed to make the full video before BrickWorld 2023. Hell of a trailer, though.
He made
Hey.
it.
Where's the emotional hug? We built up this. Where's the hug?
It's in the.
Oh,
next
did I just
vlog that's supposed to
experience
come
it
out.
and it wasn't on the
You just-
video? Okay.
I sent you a video of it, I think. But no, the emotional embrace was awesome because Ryan, different Ryan, not M&R Productions Ryan, but Monanow Productions, not M&R.
Most
The one
handsome
that's
man
on
in
the
the game.
hot list? He's on the hot
Similar
list.
names. Very attractive guy. We like him a lot around here.
Yeah, does he
Anyway.
wake up that way or what's the
Dude,
deal?
I swear he actually no, I know he wakes up that way because I slept in the same room as him for a week. Yeah. No. He's awesome. I wish he was going this
share
year.
a bed, Mark. He said split a room, just to be clear.
I know.
Yeah, well,
No,
not same bed.
Either way.
Anyways, our Ryan, we kept
He
calling him
pisses
our
me
Ryan.
off how handsome he is. I'm like, God, even with like mud, like, you know what I mean? He's one of those dudes where, like, even if you throw mud on their face, like, it just enhanced you. Jesus.
I mean, you saw him. He popped up in the vlog for a second. Yeah, he's a handsome guy. But anyways, him and I and my dad, we all go to a Cubs game. It was awesome. My father and I got to experience Wrigley Field for the first time ever. Both of us, Father's Day weekend.
Oh,
That was
Sox
really
guy?
awesome.
What are we doing?
Oh,
here?
you a Sox guy? Yeah.
Are you a Sox guy?
Yes.
I'm from Boston.
Different Sox. Oh wait, are you a Red Sox or White Sox?
Oh, I'm a Red Sox. There's
Nice.
only one Sox. Sorry.
Different Sox.
Oh, Nicole, I thought you were.
There's only one Sox.
But you knew the difference when I.
Gee, he's going to go back to
I
calling
did,
you a
but I
whistle
know
the
there's
whole
only
time.
one. There's only one Sox.
Uh-oh.
Somehow
Nicole, you're back. He's saying that's not girthy. I don't know what to say.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, we used to
Ryan won't be
girthy.
there.
We
Richie.
used to be. We're not anymore.
All right. One more con type thing, Mark. Why doesn't Lego produce their own con? We have San Diego Comic-Con. You
They
are
do.
the Super Bowl of Lego cons. I'm sorry, you are. It's not even close. I love how you're one foot in corporate world wearing the hat. We're loosening up here, but why doesn't Lego do this? I don't understand. They did that video one, which the two were objectively terrible. Why don't they have their own con? What is going on? Like, what
Not enough
grand
money.
scale, multiple day? Why aren't they doing what you do?
They don't need to because we do it for them.
Poor answer for Lego. For you, I
Well-
love the answer, but
Well, the poor answer is like the first year, the first 3 years that we did BrickWorld, they were there, but like their production team was there, and like all the nerds got to like gang up on them.
I love how you call it nerds too, and I say it the same way, and they don't take
Oh my
offense. I love
god,
it.
we're such nerds. If you don't think you're a nerd, look in the mirror, okay, folks?
Yeah, you can be an
You're a nerd,
attractive nerd,
okay?
by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all attractive nerds.
Shout out to Ryan Monanow.
I wish
The-
Ryan was going this year too. Miss him.
I think that's part of what they like pulled back from was like that nerd energy. By the way, who's the character from Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh my god, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I always think nerd, Biff or something. Or
It's not Biff. That's Back to the Future. It's
Yeah.
All right, hold on, I'll get it.
he owns a restaurant here in Chicago, and we see him all the time. My friend and her daughter,
Ogre.
they're in daycare together. Like they have like the same like. He lives here in the city still. He owns a restaurant. Anyway, point is, yes.
What?
I'm going. Shy time is my time. Rest in peace, Kevin Hinkle.
What?
So here's my take on everything. This is my take as a person, not as a corporation. This is like Lego with their Lego fan outreach has grown so much from the beginning. From like at the beginning, they were like, we would talk to the set producers about like, hey, there's a lot of adult fans here. Can you make this? Can you make that? Can you make this? Can you make that? And that's, I think, where they first got their distaste of like nerds. Being like, can you make the classic castle? Can you make the Galaxy Explorer? Which they've done recently, right?
And they thought they were trying to push the brand forward by leaving that behind.
But they would just say, like, a very small percentage of our sales are adult fans, which was correct at the time. But I think over time, as digging in with the conventions as they have done, Kevin Hinkle is definitely around.
I didn't know. I was like, shy, breaking news. Way to...
He's not dead at all. But as a Lego fan, yes, he's kind of like...
I get it. For the community, right.
Can't come to the phone right now, Sean.
Please, like, honestly, you guys, look up Kevin Hinkle Draws on Instagram and follow him and support him because he's an amazing artist and he's creating content like every day. He is amazing.
He did Bricks O'Brien's book, and it's amazing. It's fire. It's a heater.
Yeah.
Heater, thank you.
Heater.
Whoa.
It's a heater.
It's my daughter's favorite book, the Pro Gamer's Guide. She loves that freaking book. Like, I'm going to have to get a new one because ours is tattered.
And I would say Kevin Hinkle is the world's biggest badass.
He is.
Of community. Like, he is all about connecting people. And he got burnt. He got burnt by our favorite heater, right? And like that happens. And what happens is, like, from being on the event side of it, is that like Lego means the best. Lego does their best to like draw adult fans in, and he was part of that community. So it's kind of like they have also, there's one department that does a full outreach, and then they have the PR department, and then they have the legal department, and like they're kind of always like doing a dance. And there's also
a marketing department, right? I mean, it's like,
it's nobody's fault. They're all trying to do their best. And I would encourage every Lego fan out there, as they engage with the Lego fan community, like the Lego corporate fan outreach community, is to never, ever, ever ask permission. Just go and do, and ask forgiveness later. Do not clarify with these people at all. They will give you whatever they want to give you, but you can never ask for anything. Sorry. Don't ask for anything.
Because, and let's explain how corporate works, Mark.
Deny you. Exactly. PR and legal, and sometimes PR versus legal. Sometimes legal wants it, PR doesn't. PR wants it, legal doesn't. And so you'll get it for a day, but if you keep talking about it with them, you'll lose it. So just do it. And take what they give you, but wait till they contact you about what you're doing to ask for forgiveness or explain it, and maybe forgiveness will happen, but 9 times out of 10 it won't. So just keep going. They mean their best. Like, honestly, the Lego Corporation wants us to be building our best and displaying it in public. But there's all these like weird loopholes, like over international laws and like over a privately traded company, privately owned company, not traded at all. Versus like also like what they're trying to do with like their other like IP partners and like what they're, so just do you until they come to you, please, for everyone's sake.
And Mark, if I can build on that, that's a great life pro tip in general. By the way,
kidding.
Guys, getting your wrist slapped, we're not talking about blatantly breaking laws and whatever, but like always lean towards ask for forgiveness later. Think about when you were a kid. It's so much easier to ask for
have
more dreams,
permission,
more ideas, more everything swatted down by things and powers that be that are way out of your control than if you just do something.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And this comes with age and wisdom and all that stuff. And it sounds simple, but guys, most of the time, 9 times out of 10,
Just do it, baby.
There you go. Just do it. You get a wrist slap.
So Nike comes back and says, "Stop showing your shirt on our live stream. Just keep showing."
Right. And brands, by the way, Mark, are getting smarter because you know what? There is someone on the Nike team that goes like, "Why are they wearing this? So they're drinking beers and doing and talking about Lego. We don't want this cross promoting." But then there's another guy, the opposition in another department, saying, "Are you high? He just showed off Nike for free."
And now
this is how these things happen. You've been in the boardrooms. It's like,
and now they have geofencing. They have geofencing to show them. They have geofencing to show them, like, how did people respond when Brent showed his Nike logo? So they can really.
We just hit 1 million subs. No.
Right. No, that's exactly what they're doing. So it's kind of like that. That's precise. You can always defend yourself because I feel like most of the AFOLs I know, whatever they're trying to do with their lugs, with their events, they're trying to promote the brand and trying to like get more like Lego activity out there in the community, out in their own like hobby community, but also like bring it to more families. And so when Lego does come down with stuff, it's just kind of like a confusion of higher ups that don't understand the community. So just wait for them to catch up with what they think. And if you've established the way you use the brand, that's a defense of the trademark use. So now I'm talking trademark law. Trust me, do it until they tell you not to.
Yep.
And
there's just as many proponents as opposition usually internally.
Exactly.
Because they're getting free promo, and the people with vision understand that free promo is free promo.
Yes.
Period.
And be smart about it. Be smart about it in what you say and what you represent.
Exactly.
I think that's the bigger thing is just thinking about how you're phrasing it, right? Like you don't have to love everything that a company does. Like, I mean, there are plenty of things about different companies that I don't like. And it's not a knock on, so if I don't like a particular set, like for instance, the clamshell, I don't love it. That's not a knock on the designers. It's not a knock. I'm sorry. It's not a knock on the designers. It's not a knock on whoever's idea it is. It's just my opinion. I don't, it's not my favorite set in the world. Right. But the fact that we're all talking about the clamshell is not only can it be constructive criticism, but it's great promo for them because it gets people searching for it and clicking on it, and the traffic to the website's up and the traffic to that particular set is up. And there will be plenty of people that do like it, but you have to think about like there's a difference between not liking something and expressing your opinion and bashing it and plummeting it to the ground. Like there are always better ways to say something, and that's the problem. That's when Lego comes down on people, is when people are like butchering something. I'm like, listen, you didn't have to be like that. You don't have to attack people's creativity in their jobs. Just say you don't like it, and that's it.
The issue though inherently is not everybody is a wordsmith,
right? And we vote with our wallets.
I struggle with it because I feel like I can and can't be depending on the situation. And I think a lot of people do not let enough things, situations, sets, narratives marinate enough. And everybody is gut reaction. And go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Oh,
sorry.
He's choking.
You dying? Wait, hold on. Mark's dying. What are we doing?
I'm holding it up. I need to rev this engine up because I'm going to go.
Okay, rev it.
Release me.
But my point is, Nicole, also there's different age levels, maturity, background, vernacular. There are ways to go about it. I, for example, would be further along in my career if I didn't wear my GD hard on my sleeve, but I'm old enough to realize that if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I was today. So I have that filter, non-filter. So it's kind of like Do you know what I mean? And so it's all delicate, but I get in general what you're saying. Mark, go explode, do your thing, go.
Yeah.
Well, I think, well, first of all, now that you're like a YouTuber, like you should wear your GD heart on your sleeve because it's gonna get you more views and you're gonna get like more conversions and blah blah blah. But here's the rule of thumb. Here's the rule of thumb when it comes to criticizing Lego. Do not bite the hand that feeds you. So Nicole can say she thinks the clamshell is a crap shell. That's fine. Like that's an opinion. They can live with that. When you start getting on them about their policies and what they're offering the fan community, and you go as an ambassador, or you force your lug ambassador to like push up against what they're offering the community because you're not happy with like XYZ. Let's just choose a random example. Let's say the way that they weigh out their bricks. So I used to work for the Legoland parks, and we would have to order 10% more than what we needed because we knew that was how they weighed it out of their shops. And so when I saw it happening in lug bulk, I was like, yeah, oh, cool. They're handling this the same way. They're giving us the same price. This is amazing. And then someone in my local lug was like, they can't sell us something and tell us they're going to give us 10% less than what they sold us. And I was like, shut your mouth. Stop right now. You're being entitled, one. Two, the minute you complain to them about it, they'll cut the lug boat program for everybody. They want to support us, but they don't want to put too much energy into doing it. So that's where a lot of the problems that we see Lego like interacting with the fan community resides, is like people saying like, oh, well, this is unfair because this is my worldview. Take what they give you, say thank you, and swallow what seems unfair. And it's always, always, always going to change because they have so much turnover there in their departments because they're a corporation. They just have to do it. So just take it because they want to support us and they want. What's happening?
I accidentally triggered something, Mark. I didn't mean to. She's gonna go to the bathroom. Hold on.
How did you trigger her needing to go to the bathroom?
Because I was scrolling through topics while you're doing that, and I clicked something, and she saw something, and it was wild. Sorry.
I still want to know what that was that made her.
Oh no, we'll cover it when she gets back. Don't you worry, we will.
Does she actually need to use the facilities, or was it something where she just needed to excuse herself?
I think it made her laugh so hard that she had to go pee, and it was a definite accident. But anyway, we'll see.
All right, cool. I hope
Mark, that makes sense. But
okay, sorry.
You need to be no. You need to be eloquent. Whatever you want to do, you got to. I get it, especially if you have a professional relationship with them. But there's part of me that also enjoys when someone just says that sucks, and But again, like whatever your review of a situation, a set, a policy, a stance is, like if you just say it sucks and people take that, that's kind of on the audience. I feel like when someone says it sucks, I need to hear the follow up on that. Like that's not enough for me. And so it really just comes up to the individual to be like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, well, this set sucks. This theme sucks. And if you're that susceptible to just taking that in and of itself as critique, then that's on you, buddy. You need to hear a little bit more, go a little bit deeper, peel the onion, so to speak, to be like, does it really? Why? And so I don't know. Go all kinds of different directions in this thing, but
definitely.
I mean, it's like,
what's that? Sorry.
Well, no, I was saying just in general. I don't know. I ran out of steam on that one, but that's my point.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't running with too much steam, and that I didn't that you weren't jumping.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good. As long as you mean
tactful, as Shy is saying. Be tactful.
Yes.
That's all Shy knows is how to be tactful. One of the most tactful people I know.
Is that a $2?
I wish I was more tactful. Yeah, $2. I owe Shy $2.
$2 word.
And we're doing tax, right, Mark? When we're giving people $2.
Oh well, $2.05.
All right, I owe you $2.05, Shy. Damn it.
You got $2.03 coming from me, but I like.
By the way, shout out to Anna. She's been with us a long time.
Yes, Anna. Yes.
And she agrees 100%. Be tactful. By the way, Anna just got rolling. Anna, can you give us your stats? You started, 6 months ago? And she's up to a really good amount of subs. She's doing fantastic. All right. I'm going to take a hard pivot here.
Oh, boy.
Now that Nicole's back.
Pivot.
That's why I went to the restroom, because I was like, I know where this is going. I don't.
All right, Mark, we have some breaking news. I mean, we're going to get a little bit of levity back into the show. Nicole hates Stitch, and we need to talk about this.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
She hates Stitch. She announced it on our team thread. Guys, look, we have a team thread. We have an iMessage.
I have
for the
receipts.
ACOP team.
This is a lot.
I have receipts. If she's going to deny it, we can pull them right up. Apparently, Mark, in the Disney CMF, you are aware of that. There's a new Series 3 CMF. Fantastic, by the way. People are calling it one of the best ever. I'm aligned with that. I'm a Disney freak.
Sure.
She doesn't understand the fanfare behind why everybody wants Stitch.
He's
So
a
Nicole,
heater.
a lot of people think he's a heater. But Nicole, I'm not going to... Now, Max is saying this needs to be discussed. Shout out to Max. He's playing baseball, hurling baseball. No, I'm sorry. He's actually, Max is I'm sorry. This doesn't need to be taken lightly. Our boy Max is trying to figure out his masters right now.
I need,
Max is another one of our hosts, Mark. So,
I need to explain.
Nicole hates Stitch, and we need to get to the bottom. No, you hate Stitch. I can pull up the receipts.
No, I have receipts. Okay.
Did I full screen you?
So,
Oh, don't do it to her.
So Max had posted a reel about the CMF minifigs, and he posted Stitch, and I liked it. I said, "Yeah, Max, woo, love the heater comments." And they're talking, and the guys, they do the thing. They like to talk. And then, I come in. I hadn't been talking in a while, and I said, guys, I've never seen Lilo and Stitch, and I feel like that's not okay. And the guys came down on me that I'm a sinner, and that this needs to be discussed.
A sinner.
And that it's the top Disney movie ever, and that it made them cry.
It is not. They're lying. You're being gaslighted. Nicole, you're being gaslighted.
So, basically,
you're shaming her for
this was at 7:21 p.m. At 7:40. At 7:45 p.m. tonight, I began the movie Lilo and Stitch on Disney Plus.
You're being abused. Get out. Get out of the room.
And I have to say,
from inside the house, get out.
And Dreamzzz, #Dreamzzz. And I started the movie, and I've enjoyed it. I'm about 45 minutes in. I have 45 minutes left. In my defense, I just Googled it. In my defense, this movie came out in 2002. I won't say what my age was, because,
I won't say what mine was either. Thank you.
Right. But in my defense, I was
Stitch.
On my defense, I was an Olympic athlete, and I was practicing. I didn't have time to watch stupid movies, okay? I lost my childhood. So I'm watching it now. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. I don't hate Stitch.
So stop right there.
You said you hated that little blue boy. I mean, it was very upsetting,
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not okay with how you guys are treating her right now.
Thanks, Mark.
You're gaslighting her, first of all. Nicole?
Yes, we are.
I've never seen
we do this here for fun.
I've never seen Lilo and Stitch either. Granted,
Breaking news.
I was also like I was in my early 20s when it came out, so I didn't give a crap. But also, I don't have any like purview for this. However, yeah, I would also immediately like he's kind of creepy on first like meet, right? So there's no reason to immediately like him. And you don't need to watch the movie and tell them that you like it just because they've given you shit for this for like however long, right? Yeah, look at that. See, he's a bad boy. Bad boy.
Mark is look at this. Mark is ACOB HR. Thank you, Mark. We need this, please.
Yeah, that's right. And look at him. This is all like Blair Witch Project, and now I know I'm way too old. Right? This is the end of the movie, and it's Stitch in the corner.
Mark, how is Blair Witch too old? That feels still cutting edge, and that was what, 99?
Well, I feel like Nicole knew what I meant.
I know what you meant. I saw it in theaters, and I was a full-grown man hammering beers. I know what that means.
I know you do, baby, because we're only 2 years apart.
Blair Witch Project came out in 1999.
That's right.
And I was scared.
That's right. And I watched it in theaters, and I bought it on DVD. All right, so there you go.
Oh my god, that movie made me seasick, motion sick in theaters, where I had to look away from the screen for like several moments.
Yeah,
to
but
be
see,
like,
Mark,
all right.
that's now what every YouTube video looks like now, with the blocks.
Hey, Anna. By the way, quick update on Anna. She's crossed 300 subs. Shout out to Anna.
Go,
great job, Anna. She's at 300.
The hunch.
Everybody else go sub.
Hey, in my world, sub has a much different meaning.
You ain't subbing, you ain't living.
Mark's getting loose. All right, here we go. Dang people hating on Disney movies. No, I don't think so. I mean, just Nicole, really. Nicole's the only one hating on Disney movies.
I'm a Disney movie hater.
No, Nicole, can I say this? By the way, I didn't reveal. Hold on, Mark. I didn't reveal this on the team thread, but I'm gonna come out of the Diz closet on this one. I also do not get the Stitch thing, Nicole.
What?
I have watched Stitch hundreds of times. I have a 5-year-old. I don't get it. I am not trying to. Brent's out. Look at this. Brent just quit the show. Brent, come back. I'm just kidding. I love Stitch.
I like it because otherwise Mark's going to get upset that Brent has left. He's the only thing that's keeping Mark here.
No, Mark's going to say I'm gaslighting Brent. It's very,
I'd be fine if like the last gaslighter left, because I believe Nicole, your Stockholm syndrome was correct, because Sean just confessed to you that he was gaslighting you the whole time.
I'm out of the Stitch closet. All right. I don't understand it.
I will say this, okay? I'm 45 minutes in. Right?
Brett,
he has just dressed up as Elvis.
I think we're 2.5 hours in. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, in the movie, I'm 45 minutes. Listen, I don't know what time zone you're in, but I'm on Stitch time.
Max feels so afraid. Max, I'm sorry I don't get the Stitch thing.
Listen.
The voice is not fun. The character looks weird. I don't get why anyone cares.
I'm enjoying the movie in all brutal honesty. I'm enjoying
Don't walk
the
it
movie.
back. Don't walk it back, Nicole.
No,
Stand
I'm not
with
going to
me.
walk it back. I'm enjoying the movie. I don't know where it's going. Okay.
Don't tell her what to do.
He's a little bit scary looking.
Oh, it's going.
The voice is annoying. Okay. Just wait. I'm not at a point where I want to be putting a Stitch hat on. And like wearing Stitch, you know what I mean?
But let me piggyback.
Fine.
Wait a minute, how'd you jump so far?
Yeah, Brent. Hold on. Let's isolate Brent here. Brent needs to say something.
With that ring light in his glasses.
Put me on the screen. All right.
Handsome man. Let's hear from Brent. Let's go.
Nicole, are you dissing my glasses? And you're just now going to tell me I've been wearing these for like 50
you got a
episodes.
great ring light. It really brings out the
gaslighting her. She's gonna judge you.
You got to show. You got to show off the ponytail. Make everyone know.
Oh my God, Stitch is not a heater. People are coming out. Look at this. People are coming out against it. They're backing.
Oh, the hair is out. He's let his hair down.
Anna, who just crossed over 300 subs, by the way. Anna.
Oh my God, he's got better hair than I do.
Okay, now listen.
Wait a minute.
Yes. We were literally talking about him earlier. Let's go. Yes. Respect Ryan. I have the stage, right?
Oh my God.
Listen, all right. I'm gonna make a comparison here. You said you're halfway through the movie, Nicole?
I'm halfway through. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So piggybacking
Oh, we're
off
halfway
of that,
there.
Sure. Piggybacking off of that, My wife and I are huge fans of a show on Netflix called The Last Kingdom. It's very great. It's a very good show. Hold on, let me fix my... Okay. It's a very great show. They did 5 seasons. Anyways, long story short, they then released a movie. Okay. The movie, halfway through it, I'm like, man, I thought this was going to be so much more. Like, it's not really grabbing my attention. Like, I really hope it's going to get somewhere. And the second half of that movie had me absolutely floored. I was loving it. It's kind of like Rogue One, all right? Rogue One, the first half, it's a little bit of a slow burn to set up. The end of Rogue One is incredible. So I highly, highly encourage you, Nicole, to finish that movie. When I was younger, I was probably like 7 years old. That was one of the first movies that made me cry. Now, I was 7 years old, so take that with a grain of salt, but I'm just saying. It's definitely more than just a normal movie, and that's why it does have a cult following. It's a lot more than just like your forgettable Disney movie, if that makes sense.
Jeebus, I'm gonna watch it now.
Listen,
you can unscreen me now.
More of a connection to Pocahontas too that I feel.
By the way, we talked about Mark.
Is he watching it right now?
What a phenomenal pitch. Can you evaluate that pitch, Mark? As a great pitchman, I mean, that was a fantastic pitch for Lilo and Stitch. Oh, whoa, little rhyme there.
Whoa.
You mean me?
Are you saying?
Can you evaluate Brent's pitch as a?
Yeah. Are you saying mine was good?
Man, you just gave a phenomenal pitch earlier.
Thank you. Yeah. Right.
I would say no. I am definitely encouraged to watch it because I felt like you diminished yourself for where you were emotionally at 7, where it's like you cried at a movie for the first time. That's significant.
First time I ever remember crying at a movie was Lilo and Stitch. I'll never forget it.
Mine was Ever After with Drew Barrymore.
Brent, can we hear about your actual inaugural cry though before that? No.
you have like compassion and empathy, and so it's like I wonder what it is about this movie that made you, because like I think 40-something-year-old watched Big Hero 6, and I was like, oh, a new fun Disney movie, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I literally lost my shit, where I was like,
yeah.
Oh, why would you do this, Mr. Balloon Man? So it's like, I want to go back and see what affected you about that, because when I was a kid, the first movie I lost my mind at was, there we go. I already said it. I lost my shit at, and just bawled uncontrollably, was Disney's Fox and the Hound.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my God. When Widow Tweed drops Todd off in the forest, I never thought I'd recover. Like, I was just like bawling uncontrollably in the theater because I'm like, that animal loves you. You love that animal, but you have to separate. I was like, no. I'm not ready for this worldview. I think right now. Yeah. And I get a little teared up. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll just say, I can't say exactly like what, really, caused me to, cry at my first movie at 7 or 8 years old. Cause I don't want to spoil the movie. Nicole's halfway through. You haven't seen it. I'm a very firm believer in not spoiling.
Non-spoilers. So thank you.
I want you guys to experience it. But yes, I guess a phrase, if I wanted to create a phrase, everybody says don't judge a book by its cover. But I think you also could say don't judge a book until it's finished, maybe, because I really think
Whoa.
You know what I mean? I just think the end is so important, guys, to a story.
Don't judge a book by its back cover.
You don't have,
judge a book by its back cover. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Bambi's up there too. Oh my God,
Bambi, Jesus.
Yeah. But I also want to say, in comparing
Disney
this,
used to go hard. Yeah, go ahead,
dude. Disney did used to go. They're doing heavyweights too, and that's got me really excited because I loved the first heavyweights, and Ben Stiller's coming back. Dude, I hope they bring back Kenan Thompson too. That'd be. I bet they will.
What words are you saying right now? Heavyweights, Ben Stiller, Kenan Thompson, Disney. What?
Those two. That was a movie, a 90s Disney movie about a camp, and it was Ben Stiller was in it. Kenan Thompson was in it as a kid.
Oh man.
Ryan, are you appreciating my comment of don't judge a book by its cover?
Yeah.
Or
No,
what,
but the finish.
what did I
was
say? Don't judge it until it's over. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Whatever I said.
You kind of channeled like a lot of people there. You channeled Rocky. I think Rocky
man.
said something like that.
Yeah.
It ain't over till it's over.
Listen,
I like that. There's another song called "It's Not Over Till It's Over."
I think you said don't judge a book till you finished it.
Till it's finished, yeah.
And by the way, our friend Max from West Coast Bricks currently, Mark, is feeling bags of minifigures to take every stitch
all the stitches
throughout California.
An army of stitches.
He's going to build a Stitch army.
Oh, here's my Stitch experience. So I went to Disney World in before Stitch years, whenever that was. I don't know anymore.
Pre-2002.
Thank you. And there was a very terrifying sort of alien experience where there was almost like Ridley Scott alien dropping into the audience, and they turned the lights off.
They put goop on your head and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had breath on the back of your neck. And it was and so I went with my niece and nephew after Stitch. So this is how I view the world, right? It's not like BC and AD. It's BS and AS.
Before Stitch, after Stitch, to clarify.
Thank you. And so they replaced the Ridley Scott alien with Stitch.
Right.
And I was like, this is not scary at all. They ruined this entire experience, but it was probably way too scary for kids. And they had something that was more interactive.
Tangible, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Relatable.
Where's a tentacled alien that's going to bury a baby in my neck? I don't even know who Stitch is. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know who he is. And he has an annoying voice.
Okay, so
Nicole
I have such a good piggyback. Sean, hang on. I have such a good piggyback from the creepy and annoying voice.
Oh, she's frozen. Hold on. Nicole's frozen.
Oh, I can't say if she's frozen.
No.
Yep.
Wait,
I guess I
wonder how long that's been going on. Nicole, you're frozen. You're frozen,
Nicole,
girl.
Come back. She's my favorite, by the way. Not to spare your feelings whatsoever, but I love.
No, it's
Nicole.
fair. No, she's my favorite too. I mean, clearly.
I thought I was your favorite, Mark. Oh man.
Your voice is my favorite, but also Sean's voice is very cool as well.
Sean has a very good podcast.
Sean has a depth of a voice. He's all like a James Earl Jones with not being James Earl Jones, and doesn't necessarily know it because he's gingery as compared to badass.
Nicole, can we hear you, or can we just not see you?
I'm gonna play that description back for my wife and see what she says about that.
I tried to make it as weird as possible.
And that's what we love here on A Couple of Brickheads. Nicole, please come back. Show's dying without you, clearly.
She's trying.
I know.
I see the circle, and then I move over to the right. And then I see the circle, and then move over to the right. So,
Mark, we ask all our guests, when it comes to collectible minifigures, boxes versus bags.
Ooh.
Put your fan hat on, put your corporate hat on. You got both.
You got both.
Boxes versus bags.
Boxes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I have the corporate and fan thing, the point is to be surprised. So on boxes with a lower price point, where it's the fun is supposed to be you don't know what you're going to get. But if you get 10 crash test dummies in a row, you're like, well, this isn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? So it's I also like the secondary market for it. We're in a protected place in the fan community, but I definitely think that they need to put it in remember the first year? Anybody?
2010? What was it?
No, 2006?
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. 2008, 2009, one of those.
Definitely during my dark age, yeah.
Yeah.
Before I moved to California, for sure. And I moved there in 2009. So I think it was 2008 was the first year. Maybe 2007, but I don't think so. Where you could read the UPC and tell what was in the package.
Right.
I heard about that, yeah.
So hard. And Lego store employees are all skilled and being what do you want? I'll feel it out. And so also at the same time, with the
What did I miss?
I remember.
Hold on, guys. Breaking news from Mac Builds. The UCS Falcon is 20% off on Amazon.
I gotta confirm.
Everybody run.
$659,
I believe, or $669 or $689.
Guys, we got to get this. Matt, can you give us the actual price on that? Because I did well, Mark. I got mine 2 years ago for $6 from Zavi. Shout out to Zavi.
I got you. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Zavi.
There you go. Brick Lover knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, $685.
And confirm, Max. Give me the actual price, not the percent off. We need to know.
$685, Sean.
Oh, there you go.
$685.
Okay.
Bye, Anna.
Night, Anna.
I just want to call her
Congrats.
Anna.
300. Anna. Fantastic. Go check her out, guys. Wow. All right. So there you go. So now, Brent, before the spike, it was $699 or $799?
Is even $800, or yes, whatever, $800. Yeah,
it was $699 before the spike. Okay,
no, it was $800 before the spike.
Okay,
it only went up. It only went up. It only went up $50.
Wow, guys!
Promise, because
so for everyone out there complaining, Legos playing along with inflation. Here you go. There's your May the 4th. If you've been sitting on the fence, time to get off that fence and go get that Falcon.
Get off that fence.
$685 is so
6 hours ago, just bricking around.
So
it's breaking news to us. I'm not in the market for one. I have one, but still. Yeah.
Just buy it.
Look at him. He likes rubbing the belly of the Falcon. That's good.
It's built for everyone that's like, well, I'll build it. It is built. This box is open.
Well, does it kick its leg when you rub its belly? Is the question.
It purrs.
Would you say that you and the Falcon just click?
Yeah, we click, we stack, we lay on each other, we bond.
Jesus.
That's where babies come from, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, that's hold on.
You're getting emotional.
He's got to take a minute.
That's where this came from.
Oh,
smaller version. I'm kidding.
That was great. Sorry.
Oh man.
Favorite moment of the stream. She frozen again.
Oh no, Nicole, stop freezing.
Like, well, we deserve that. Like, just like take her at her best, because that was a genius comment. Oh, she moved. She blinked.
She moved.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Blinked. Even talked. Yay!
Yep.
She's back.
By the way, official ACOB member, shout out to Devin. I'm building the UCS Falcon right now. Anyone on the fence? Go for it.
Dude.
Yeah. This is goo for it, but
yeah.
Goo for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I think we say go.
You should goo for it.
That's where Duplo comes from. Jeez.
Oh my God.
We're devolving here.
No, please no.
I think I learned about this in health class.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, we kind of covered Mark, we do weekly pickups usually, but I feel like we covered that off with May the 4th pickups or Star Wars Day, whatever it is.
Yeah, a little bit. There, which was
Mark,
great.
did you get anything you're excited about? Recently, or did you get a good parts haul since you're not a set guy?
Right. Yeah, very much so. I'm building my Fabuland orchard over here for BrickWorld Chicago this year, and so I got.
Can we get a sneak preview? Can we get like a corner of it?
Hold on one second. Let me move my dinner that wasn't finished out. So go on to somebody else. It's on my second camera.
Wow, Sean, we kept him from eating. Wow.
No, he was eating.
It was not his fault. It was like time zones are rocket science. So I was like, I have till 9. So we set dinner to be delivered at
I'll
8.
have to review. I might have screwed that up. Sorry, Mark.
You're fine. I don't care. Give me a minute. So go to somebody else.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Now on my other camera.
All right, Brent. Any pickups?
I don't know if I mentioned. I think I mentioned, but I got this for $58.
Wow, you already got it. You got it like a day later.
Target sent this quick, but this is it. Just felt so good to get this for $58. And another one of my favorite things about this set, and I thought of this when you said girthy boys are 1,000 pieces and higher. This set is perfectly 1,000 pieces, and there's something satisfying.
That is the perfect girth.
Now, Nicole, I would have lost a large sum of money. Did you know that was exactly 1,000 pieces? I didn't know.
No, I did not.
There's something satisfying about that, man.
I would have guessed like 8 something, or you know what I mean? Like I didn't know that was.
Yeah.
You know why?
I had no idea.
It's all the 1x1s for the.
Yeah, it's like 900 tiles.
Yep. Another really cool thing.
Got the Executor. A lot of that seemed to be the hotness. I don't know.
Yeah. Another unexpected pickup. It was when I was going to grab some more Disney CMFs because I got about 12 or 13 of those. Which, by the way, out of 13, I did pretty good because I got 8 of what I needed, and then I got 5 dupes. But I gave the 5 dupes to Lana, so I think I ended up with like 3 Oswalds though, and like 3 Tianas. But
shout out to Oswald,
dude. The Oswald fig is sick. I got 3 of them. I got an army started. But anyways, in Barnes and Nobles, shout out to Barnes and Nobles, I found I found the 2 Harry Potter books that I'd never bought, and I was super happy to get them.
Wow, those are retired, right?
Yeah, they retired like quick. They were like on sale for a second, then boom, they were gone. Now, do I love these sets? Was I going to pay?
Here we go.
Was I going to pay a lot to finally have all these and complete the collection? Probably not. But because I just stumbled upon both of them for $30, I was like, yeah, because I want to have all 6 books and stack them up next to each other. Yeah. Oh, and then I found this at Walmart because my Lego store was sold out. But I did get a copy. And yeah, and then everybody knows what the promos look like. And then I was TIE Fighter and Silencer and the Interceptor. And then I got the Ambush is what it was. I couldn't remember the name of this, but Ambush on Ferrix. That's it. It's always a good time to buy some Star Wars, some Lego Star Wars.
It's awesome. Always get the cops. Now, Mark is setting something up here. Looks very serious. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
This is a shout out to Fabuland. Can you let everyone know what Fabuland is?
Wow.
Well, I mean, you guys don't know already.
I know what Fabuland is. I'm a student of the game, a quick learner, but people don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It was a line from the 1980s. It started in 1979, and it went to about 1987, I think. And it only lasted a couple years in the States. So it was meant to be like a bridge between like Duplo and System. And as is typical with the things that I like, it was meant for girls. So let me see what I'm looking at here. Hold on one second. Are you guys? I am saying yes. Okay, thank you. Well, this is all mostly recent. There's only 2 Fabuland parts in here. I mean, first of all, we have our Fabuland Gardener. So this is the Fabuland City Garden, and we have this guy here, who is the Fabuland Gardener. And when I bring him to shows, trying to get him to focus here. So this was produced by Lego. It's an actual Lego piece. And kids ask me, like, is this Mega Bloks? And I'm like, no! Who are you? But they were basically like thick minifigures with animal heads. So they were anthropomorphic. They had many different animals, and it was what captured my imagination as a young kid. And so I've tried to, they had like really bulky pieces, like almost like Duplo-like pieces that were system, like they had like regular studs on them. No, they are not. Excuse me, sir. They are not terrifying.
I had to laugh at that. I'm sorry.
All right. They're the cutest, most adorable thing that has ever been produced. So I'm trying to like create them a world where they're not terrifying, sir.
This is beautiful.
It's like the pieces that were produced just for Fabuland were they're kind of hard to use in system because they're so large and so bulky. Like if you do more basic building, if you do like more system type builds, like or basic type builds with like the general colors, like the only Fabuland piece besides the figures that I've used in this are the benches here. So I'll take one of these off, and so they were just like,
wow.
It was very much like a Dutch village where they had like thatched roofs and like rounded windows. And if my basement hadn't flooded recently and we hadn't just reconstructed this entire room, I would have them here and available. But what I'm doing here is like trying to create a world for these characters that I loved so much when I was a kid. And again, as I've talked about earlier in the stream, like being a gay kid that didn't know he was gay and also didn't know that was like, fine. I created a lot of like fantasy escapes. And so Fabuland was like probably the biggest one where like those were my friends, that sort of thing. Not to be like depressing or anything, but this is my connection to Lego. So like just like pull this lagoon apart. We have the vineyard here, and I'm going through like different options for the vineyard in the back. So we'll figure out where I land because I've had feedback that like the vineyard looks like it's for like pygmy trees. The entire point of this build was originally, hold on one second, let me move my lights.
That alone looks like its own set. That's unreal, Like,
what is going on with your Mills plate? Is that like super thick?
girthy.
The what plate?
Like your base.
Yeah, your Mills plate. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Mills. That's right. The last letter means standard. I can't remember. So it's just me. So it doesn't actually mean Mills. But this is just so I can put it into K8, which is the Lego box, and like keep it all in the same without like having to put too much underneath or like use glass insulation instead. So I'm trying to like make sure that I can like, so I drive things to the shows in 20-foot trucks. And so the vibration of these trucks, depending on what U-Haul center I've rented the truck from, might like bounce the hell out of this thing. So I put them on foam and I put them in a K8, and they all have to fit in a K8. So like one of my big things is like this entire build was based off of the vines. We did a collaborative build at last year's BrickWorld that was the Oasis, and we had a lot of foliage that was the basis for the build. Where like in the past, like the foliage has been like the thing that we cover all of our mistakes with, but they have so many great pieces to make good foliage with. I wanted this to be something that highlighted great foliage builds. And I love building trees and like other sorts of landscaping. So this one I took to Milwaukee, and all of these shook apart. So this used to be like a really nice like shroud, but it broke in half right here. So it used to like curve around real nice, like an actual Spanish flag. Not a Spanish flag. I forget the name of this climbing vine. But if you look at it now from this area, like it's all shaken off. So there's like this weird sort of like Pac-Man shape in it. So it's like
I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
It's not holding on anymore because they shake apart. So I'll find ways to do that. But like this is like the big thing that's going to go behind it is, again, I showed this earlier, is I worked for a landscaping company in college. And the owner of the company was like, he would do hybrid trees, and he did a weeping knotty cherry tree, which is like probably the most inspiring thing to me in my life. I used to draw and paint and like, I don't know, write poems or whatever. And that tree was so freaking inspiring, and it grew out over the entrance to the yard where we work. So I want to make 8 of these. It'll probably end up being 4, where they mirror each other and they have like a little bit of a tunnel into the Fabuland City Garden. And I've done a lot of different like iterations of this tree, to the point where like what used to be on the top of these branches, like you see there's just like some technic connections here, and it used to be just like this was the top with like the old like pirate torch as the center, and then I would put like other leaves on the end of that to like make it weeping and just like connect that and let it hang down, and then it would sit for a week. And these leaves, the 5x6, they'd crack with all the weight on them. So I came up with like all these like to make it like a weeping sort of tree. I came up with this like dome technique here.
By the way, Mark, all the mockers in our chat are kind of whacking it right now. I'm just being honest.
I'm whacking it because
Nicole's whacking it.
I've been whacking it for the past 5 minutes because I'm trying to like study you.
I'm very thankful for that
so
feedback,
good.
because like I was worried that like my feed had died and I was just standing here talking to myself.
No,
everyone. By the way, here's what you've missed. Ooh, that's amazing. The back. I need to find more pieces. It looks so natural.
Anakin and Padme vibes.
Boner jams, all that stuff. But go ahead.
Just share with everybody on your feed. This is how I came up with that dome for the leaves, just to make sure that it didn't break the other leaves, and you could still create like a dome shape.
I need to have a chat with you because I'm trying to put trees in my mock, and
you're his favorite, Nicole. You guys can chat anytime.
Yeah, we're gonna chat.
Only we'll be friends.
Yes.
You're by far my favorite.
By far, man.
For the center.
Damn.
I'll just turn my camera off because
listen. I don't need to be a favorite.
No, yeah, exactly. As long as I can hear your voice, Brent, because you have my favorite voice. Followed by Sean.
I'll take it. Sean's chopped liver.
Deep voice that like reverberates in your soul. Like you're all good people. I love you all for many different reasons. But the way I made the dome,
back to the tree.
It's that 2x2 round piece with like 4. It's modified with 4 bars.
It's so freaking brilliant.
I put this like 2x2 rounded plate with the Apollo studs. It's actually hollow studs, but in their sheet they put Apollo and didn't spell correct it, so it's called the Apollo stud piece. So I put 4 of those out, and then on the top of those, let me see if I can see. It's just it's a 1x2 right here, a 1x2 plate with clip that went down to another one of those Apollo stud pieces, and one of the 1x1 round plates with the bar on the end, and then another Apollo stud piece on top to sandwich it in with a carrot piece. So there's one of those 5x6 leaf pieces sandwiched in on the end of each one of these branches. And then, because if you don't have other leaves attached, there's a big hole in the middle. I just attached here. I'll show you right here. Other leaves at an angle. That's better. Other leaves, because there's a big hole. But if you attach these leaves at an angle and put that carrot piece back in on the top there, this piece here, it creates a dome. Not only like makes an actual dome where none of the pieces are being stressed, but you can actually shape it to anything you want, and you can reshape
beautiful
pieces.
Man.
I'm gonna have to replay games
some people in the chat, Mark just completed, if you know what I mean.
Like this is my passion, is like building new things and like finding new techniques and then sharing them with people. Like I don't want to take ownership of this. I give this to the community. Now it's the community's. Let's all build this way. Let's all take this technique. And this doesn't need to be like something where you're like, I built this and it was like BrickWorld Mark's technique. No. Because you're not going to be able to do this on your own. You won't have the same like collection I have. You won't have like the same amount of pieces on your table. You won't have the same vision for what you want to build. So just take this as a basic technique and make it your own and go. Because that's what we do, right?
We're gonna have to talk because this is exactly what I'm trying to do for my mock, and I'm
I love it. You are not failing. You are getting techniques out of the way that don't work.
True, that's true.
So I'll try. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent trying to perfect these things.
Heater. Look at that.
Getting things that don't work out of the way.
Oh yeah, look, there's that other half.
Like Rivendell, what Rivendell?
From 20 minutes ago. Yeah, look at that.
Amazing.
Oh. Unreal.
Can I live there?
People want to live there.
Yeah, I just want to live there. What do you think that real estate goes for?
This one?
Yeah.
2.3, something like that, with a house,
In Massachusetts, it's going to be a 20.
Talking Barrington? What are we talking about here?
I mean, I can price this out on Bricklink and tell you, but I'm afraid to tell you.
You're not going to get that technique.
I'll just tell you this: I've already spent $100 on parts, and I haven't even got into the meat and bones of my build. So,
Moments of the Magic.
500K.
Who's a member, by the way? He just said $500,000 is what this thing's worth.
In parts or in real life?
I mean, I think he thinks like in value. Period. Forget the parts. It doesn't matter what the cost is. It's about the fun.
I think it's priceless.
There you go.
There you go. Priceless.
Priceless.
Awesome, man.
Even the technique in placing the fig, unreal, Mark.
Thank you, sir.
Beautiful.
Good depth on the fig placement, by the way. Like that.
I'm going to be staring at this.
Brick Jedi. I want to shrink down and walk around that place.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that is how I grew up.
West Coast Brick says in California there'd be 7 million. In Chillicothe, Ohio, around 100,000.
No, to fact check that, Max, my house is worth like 180. So no, this would be hefty in Chillicothe, just not in the millions. Well, maybe 1 million, but not.
Yeah, but Brent, your house is not even in there. This is the garden entrance.
Where are we talking? Is this on the beach? Is this waterfront? Because in Mass, that would be 22
No,
million.
Nicole, it's in Fabuland. We all know that.
Wow. Then it's priceless still.
See?
It's not for sale.
This comment.
Anyways, guys, give. And by the way, Mark, this is super derivative, and I mean this in the nicest way, of anything I've seen from Fabulate. You took it to like, I don't know what heights, but you guys should give Fabuland a Google, a YouTube, if you will, if you want to see kind of the basis for Mark's inspiration. Way back from when, Mark? 76, 79, what'd you say?
79 was the first year, I believe.
Okay.
If not 80, what's the difference at this point?
There are still some Fabuland sets out there. Mark, the one I love the best is kind of the backyard pool scene, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it.
Looks like Animal Crossing.
Mark, you know it's like white, the backyard pool.
This is why I love you. It's the
It's like Lego Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Why haven't you done that?
This was my first introduction to Animal Crossing.
Nintendo hates minifigs. We know that.
to shows, and they'd be like, "Is this Animal Crossing?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" No,
it's a KK. Yeah, I see that.
Where's Tom Nook?
Oh, that's Tom Nook, KK, the whole gang.
There are raccoons. There definitely are raccoons. So, like during the pandemic, when I first bought the company, I bought BrickWorld from the previous owners in August of 2019. So when February of 2021 rolled around, and I was going through all the same motions of like canceling shows and like just like pushing things back and still paying off the debt from buying the company, I was like, hey, let's drink a half a bottle of Jameson every day and play Animal Crossing for 16 hours because there's nothing else to do in life. I played Animal Crossing for 8+ hours a day for probably 9 months.
YOLO said, "Oh my word, I want to shake the trees for bells."
Yeah.
Yes. I would say, but
God,
watch
I played
out!
so much Animal Crossing, I like fused to my couch. Like remove me from my couch.
Well, and honestly, that's
unreal.
Can I tell you that's like what saved me from Animal Crossing? Because I was let's just call it like addicted. I couldn't see a life outside of playing it 8+ hours a day, and I was like, hey, you have so much more flexibility building your fabuland dream. Get away from this, because you're just going to sit there trying to like push things by 3 paces each for like columns and vines and like waterfalls, and like you can do so much more with Lego. Get away from the Switch and get back to your build desk. And I was like, oh, thank you. That now I shall climb myself out of my depression. You know, it was like,
yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, that's why I stopped
true,
gaming as much, because I like that Lego gave me something to have physically.
Yes, thank you. Good. I'm so glad to hear like someone had the same experience where I was like, I lost myself in a fantasy world, but I used to have a much better fantasy world that I can control much better than like turning on the Switch.
Yeah.
Deep stuff, you guys. We talked about girth. We've talked about completion. We've talked about like we talked about deep like depression during the pandemic. I think we've covered all bases.
We haven't covered foosball.
Oh, we have not. Let's let Ryan take that, because I don't really know what's happening. All I know is I'll provide the answers. Here, I'll switch back my camera too, so you guys can stop staring at the orchard.
Sean.
Oh, I was missing. I'm sorry. I was like moving everyone around, and I was missing.
I thought you were frozen.
All right, guys, we have covered the whole span of life. I hope this was a fun stream for everyone.
I had a blast.
I'm having a good time.
The circle of life has been complete. We've covered it all the fundamentals. Mark, I hope you've had a great time. But before we roll tonight, we have a very special announcement that I wanted you here for specifically. It's very emotional for us. It's something we've talked about, unbeknownst to you until recently, about 6 months ago. Nicole, Brent, when did this set come out? This Foosball Dream.
Was it?
It was October,
late
November,
last year.
right?
Yeah.
October,
Yeah,
November.
we'll call it somewhere in Q4. That's fine.
Yeah.
Q4. Yeah, that's safe.
Post-pandemic, time means nothing.
Ryan from M&R Productions was on, and I said, off the cuff, like we're one to do here. It'd be fun. Everyone's shitting on this foosball set. And I would like to hold a tournament at the only place that deserves this kind of tournament. I want to make lemonade, Mark, out of this foosball set that everybody was trashing.
It was you. Oh,
and I announced it.
Hey.
And I said, and I called my shot similar to a shitty Babe Ruth. And I said, it'd be awesome is if we could have a foosball tournament at BrickWorld Chicago. And you were gracious enough in your team to grant us the opportunity to have.
It's going to happen.
Oh my God.
Look at my AIDS bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lego Foosball World Brent is gone. What just happened?
Sean, you've been silent for 5 minutes.
Oh shit!
It was
Really?
like
I've been
30
silent.
Yeah.
No.
Well, as soon as you put the announcement up, it just went dead.
No, I had a very emotional delivery. Damn it!
Nothing.
That's how my stuff is messing
Well,
up.
I think, by the way, your poster for the competition spoke emotionally for itself.
Jeez, was there music playing at least?
No.
No.
Oh my goodness!
Legitimately crying.
Maybe StreamYard has an update that you haven't applied yet.
I don't know. This has never happened. All right, are we seeing the poster here?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, you guys are gonna have to imagine. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Is there music playing now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Screw it. Our second take 2 of the night. Here we go. That's right. This year at BrickWorld Chicago, the Lego Foosball World Championship is taking place at a time and a date TBD. But it's going down. M&R Productions, a couple of Brickheads presents the Lego Foosball World Championship. I for one, can't wait. And guys, here's the deal. Single elimination tournament, but equally as important, bring your best 5 minifigures to put on the line here at the Lego Foosball World Championship. There will be prizes for the tournament winner, as well as who brings the dopest squad. That's right, you can use the characters from the soccer teams built into the set, but we want to see what you got. Who, Brent, is going to bring a heater of a team?
I'm bringing
There's 5 players per side, Mark. Could somebody bring $50,000 worth of figs to compete in this tournament? We don't know. We'll find out. This year, BrickWorld Chicago, Lego Foosball World Championship. We called our shot. It's happening. Thank you to Mark and the BrickWorld team. I don't know what the hell happened where we lost sound. I guess I muted myself to try to full screen it, but there you go, guys. It is happening. Man, talk. What's that term everybody says when you wish it into existence? We finally did it.
Manifesting your
manifesting.
life.
I owe you another $2. Damn it.
So Nicole was holding up her R something D something figure, and I was holding up my my Bruno Bulldog figure. You can't use those in the foosball tournament because it can't something that can be worn around the neck. So you can bring any team you want. I don't even think that like Hermione and the troll from the first wave of Harry Potter would fit because it has to fit against the board, and that troll won't fit. By the way, the legs don't go much further down than the actual foos.
Well, that's what she said, but yeah.
Foos. Yeah, I know that's definitely what she said. But bring your best team, but know that there might be towards the higher rounds the risk of forfeiting your team.
What about like long leg?
Whoa.
Well,
long
let
leg Woody.
me ask you about this. So have you played with the foosball set?
No.
I haven't
Do
yet.
you
No.
think the long leg figures go longer than would go from the brace to the bottom of the board? There's actually not a lot of space. It gives you like there's only like a tile's worth.
We might be all on an even playing field here.
And you can't use Queen Amidala or Ursula because their neck, it has to go like it has to go around their neck like this.
Right.
So I'm going to be using the basics.
Pretty much. So the prizes, as is planned right now, are going to be the figures from the set because people like those figures. But also, if you get in the hierarchy of it, you may have the option to double down, but you'll have to risk your own team. Risk you? We've been at this for 3 hours.
Yeah, we have.
thought I was gonna be
And so imagine at BrickWorld.
Like you're in this. Yeah.
At BrickWorld, we're gonna be together 24/7. So like,
dear Lord. By the way, Brent and Nicole, are you guys going to be at BrickWorld this year?
Oh, do I make the official announcement, Brent?
I'm going for sure. Me and Sean are definitely going.
I haven't marketed it publicly, but yes, I will be there.
Well,
and I am bringing a build. So we're gonna have to chat.
Oh.
We're gonna have to chat.
I can't wait to meet you guys in person because like I've only just met you guys about like live stream tonight. I've seen you guys before on the live stream, but now I'm like meeting you guys in person, and you're so much fun. It's like blowing my mind, and I can't wait to
Thank you.
Oh, Sean just missed the announcement.
What was the announcement? Shit. Sorry.
Sean, where the hell did you go?
Me.
Daddy daycare. Baby was up on the monitor. I'm sorry.
I announced I'm going to BrickWorld.
Woo!
Whoa.
Amazing. Good Lord.
By the way, she has a built-in security team.
Yes.
Here's another announcement.
There's creepers out there. I'm just saying, not at your show, but in the world.
There's that.
Another quick announcement. We missed a new member. Brick by Brick Together.
Wow.
It's now a member.
Wow, Brick by Brick stuck with us even with the technical faux pas. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Pause.
Well, here's what happened, Mark, on that. I minimized all of us so that I could do a vertical banner. Usually I do, the widescreen thing. And whoa, Brent. All right, settle down, Brent.
It's for the new member.
But wow, through 2 technical difficulties, Brick by Brick still becoming a member tonight. Thank you so much. We still have 50 live and active in the chat. Holy cow.
Wow.
Mark, it might have been minuscule to you, but it meant a lot to us to have this silly foosball tournament. We're very excited about it. We hope to make it. You did mention there was a possibility of a PA. I would love to commentate the event. We could talk about. I have other big ideas for you, and I'm going to corner you at some point in the show, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to have some. I'm thinking big, man. I asked you, why doesn't Lego do this for a reason? Because I think we can go even bigger, man. I think BrickWorld needs to. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
He's got girthy ideas. Here we go.
We're not going to step in any toes. It's go girthy or go home. I mean, that's kind of.
Yeah, we don't hit me up anytime because this has been great, and I'm usually very busy during the show. So being cornered, I might choose fight over flight.
I'm joking about corner. I'm not going to corner.
Oh no, I love that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll corner the shit. No, I'm just kidding. But I will.
We talked earlier about making out, so I'm like, cornering me is the best way to do that.
But first,
But yeah, no,
we know boundaries.
Not cornering. No, I do. We've had a good time, but I have big dreams, sir.
Me too, and I think we're cut from the same cloth as far as background for marketing and promoting. And my big dream is promote the absolute F out of AFOLs everywhere, always. So if you got ideas for that, I'd love to talk to you one-on-one, and you can corner me before the show, email, text, or Discord.
There you go. Brent, any closing thoughts? Top 5 show minimum. I might bump it up a few. I don't even know where to go. Mark, by the way, we've had 90 of these things almost now, and this is one of my favorites.
This is my favorite of your podcast as well.
You've been a long time listener too. That's very exciting.
Give Brent a beat before he follows you.
Jesus.
Oh, you can't put me on the spot like that.
Oh no, we can.
Bring it back. Ladies and gentlemen, about to take the stage, it's Brent from Brent's Bricks. Let's get it. Go. Run it. Brent. Flow.
I can't right now.
What? Oh, I like it. Oh, this is going great.
All right, we won't do that to Brent. No, Brent's going to freestyle one day, but go ahead, Brent. Say what you're going to say.
No, it's been a great show, man, and I'd be down to spit some bars, but not on Not on like a 2-second notice like that. It's too much pressure.
Okay.
Your voice just does it. I'm sorry. You have a rhythm, and it's awesome.
He's gonna have you.
That's why I picked him, Mark.
World.
That's why
you know that. He's gonna contact. He's like, we need an MC. We need one.
I'm just gonna play it over the house mic. Like,
if he gives Brent the MC over Vader here, you know, it's like, okay, go ahead.
No,
I
it's
called
not.
you James Earl, and I'm his third favorite. I'm very upset about this. That's
No,
it.
Sean, sorry.
High
you
compliments,
have the Vader
though.
voice. You have the Vader voice. Brent has the rhythm voice. Like, and then just Nicole is just like the badass of all of us.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah,
I
cat's
just
me
was
out.
like, I've been working all day and I'm very tired and I've had a few drinks. Voice. That's me. That's my brand.
He's also the talent, though.
Brent, say what you're gonna say.
Sorry.
Oh,
no, you're good.
No, it's all. Hey, man, it's been a great show. Man, I'm just excited, man. After talking about builds, seeing Mark's build, Mark's locker room speech, hyping up, watching my
Fired up. I got so fired up. I said I was coming.
all
Dude,
there's so many memorable moments from the. Sorry, Brad. There's so many memorable moments. We're gonna have to like process this later. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's pretty much it, man. I'm excited the most for Chicago because I've talked Sean into flying into where I live, and then he's gonna. I'm a 6-hour drive from Chicago, so Sean, out of the kindness of his heart, is going to ride with me up to Chicago. So, you know, I'll be driving back alone, but at least I won't have to make 12 hours of driving by my lonely. So it's a good friend right there. What can you ask for? But I'm excited.
Yeah, Mark, we're gonna road trip this and vlog the whole way down, talking about your show. We're gonna reference you now because we're friends. It's gonna be unreal, dude. And what you're doing, I'm not gonna go too crazy again, but what you're doing for everyone, like everyone says, like basically for this community, BrickWorld, we need to put that out there. But when we say like, talking about Chicago, like that's how big it is. Like it's being paraphrased in the community about how big this is. So I just want you to know that. Yeah.
Listen to me. We're providing the space. If the fans didn't do with the space what we allowed them to, it wouldn't be what it is. It's all of you. And you are proving it by just like saying like, hey, will you get on my live stream? And then like suddenly we're hearing like we're best friends in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
What it is about. Like absolutely. So Brent, are you from Ohio?
Southern Ohio, yep.
There we go. So he said down when he meant up.
Sean did say we're going down, but yes, we'll be going up. Yeah.
All right, I'm not from the I'm not from the region. You know
that drive back down. It's gonna be a great, like, sort of like cathartic.
Yeah.
Journey back by yourself. Just like reflect on like what you want to do with the brick and your hobby.
Of an angel.
And like we've definitely like neglected Nicole for a good couple minutes. Nicole, what's your experiences here with coming up to Chicago?
Wow.
What do you mean?
Well, you've been silent while we've been talking over you, and it was like you were trying to say things. So where are you coming from? Where are you going back to after you're done?
I'm a real jerk. I don't know.
What you bringing?
I am flying into Chicago on Wednesday.
From where?
Okay.
Boston.
Wednesday. Thank you for getting there on the first day. I love Boston, by the way. Keep going.
Boston. Yep. So I'm flying in Wednesday, and then hopefully my mock will have survived the plane.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm gonna spend like the first few hours like fixing it, and then hopefully get to hang.
Most people do. How are you packing it?
So I originally had it on 6 base plates, like 30 whatever. Wow. But then I got the bigger base plates.
Oh,
so I
the
switched
48
it over.
by 48? Okay, good.
Yeah, I got that one. So because it's whatever, it's the same size basically. And then and I milled it, and then I had like Technic so I can pull it apart or whatever.
Nice.
And I'm doing like really beautiful landscaping on it. So I'm just going to bubble wrap it and put it in my carry-on
Yeah.
Be gentle as hell with it. Put my clothes in a suitcase because I don't really care. I can buy clothes there if I need it. And we'll see how it goes.
You know what? You can leave a carry-on at my house, and I'll bring it to Chicago every year. If you want to just leave like pajamas and a couple changes of clothes,
there you go.
You replace them every year that you're there. I like you a lot. I want you to be there. But in the bottom of those boxes of that carry-on, besides the bubble wrap and like everything
foam?
else, yes, the foam. Yes.
Foam.
How'd you know?
Because I've learned from you tonight. Boom.
Bump. Yeah.
See?
Unreal.
Top 5 stream. Top 5.
Top 5 stream.
I've already
Nicole,
learned.
do you want to go higher than that right now? I'm going to put you on the spot.
I'm gonna go with this is like one of the best ones. Probably like 1.
Wow.
I mean, he's talked me up. Like I feel good.
Mark, I'm going to put you on the spot. It's something I do. Look, we're a few months out. Oh, what are we, a month?
No,
month and a half. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
6 weeks. Go Sox. Thank you. Who's our Toy World? He
Our
means
Toy
White
World.
Sox.
That's Richie. Everybody knows Richie.
Richie.
All right.
Listen, Nicole, he meant
by the
White
way-
Sox. That was
by the
for
way,
White Sox. I know.
Serious
that.
note, Mark, take a
Feel
note
it?
on this. Richie, our Toy World, write yourself a memo, send yourself a text.
Mhm.
He did the most phenomenal, I think, history of BrickWorld YouTube video of all time. He's pumping you left and right. Yes, watch it.
Can I get a copy? Because
It's on YouTube. Just watch it. There's no
Can I get
physical copy. I mean,
oh, perfect. Yes, I can send them.
or actually, Richie, if you want to produce a DVD or
Well,
or a
I'm just
thumbnail or a thumb drive, I'm sorry,
just
you
send
can do
it
that.
to me
A
at
floppy
contact@brickworld.com so I can like see it, because I'm sure I've seen it already because I have a Google alert, but I want to see the best because like that's what we need to send out to our partners.
So look at this, Mark. I need to talk to you laughing my ass off. Seriously,
Sorry.
this video is the truth. Mark, no, Mark, this video is the truth. He's going to send it to you.
Mark, I gotta talk to you about your tree. So you're gonna see an email from me. Feel free to ignore it, but if you're so inclined, just let me know.
Oh my God.
We'll talk.
I can't imagine myself like
Mark
ignoring-
doesn't ignore. He's a busy man. That's all I'm going to say.
It's cute that like even in the stream here, it seems like Sean and Brent are whispering to each other. They both leaned in at the same time.
Well,
We're on the
What's a
same
DVD
wavelength.
exactly?
Well, so here, no. What are you saying? What? Excuse me, sir. I know what betas are, so it's not about that. I don't know what a DVD is. Beta.
Beta is, but like
Huh?
they're like I think our Toy World is much more likely to know what a DVD is than a beta.
No. I'm saying you and I. We know what betas are.
Thanks.
Everybody else.
Well, I have a very different view of beta, but that's my world.
I know. That's your toy world.
Beta
All right.
will
Anyway,
yes.
holy Christmas. All right. So
We've hit the 3 hour
I just reversed
delusion.
like old man status on this thing.
You
So
remember Laserdisc?
of course they look like
Records.
vinyls. Yeah.
I remember sitting in the lowest level, which was the basement of a Montgomery Ward, and watching.
Shout out to Monty Ward's brother. Yeah. What about service merchandise? Remember that?
Oh my lord! They dropped their merchandise from above, so they
Yeah.
would not do this. But Montgomery Ward had a laser disc of Empire Strikes Back, which wasn't available to the public, but they were trying to show what Laserdisc could do. So there was like 35 people standing in the furniture department of the basement of Montgomery Ward watching Empire Strikes Back, and they were like taking bathroom breaks and going getting food from the food court because it was like it was
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Oh God, I'm old.
No, you're good. Everything's good. Like we're all
Everything is awesome.
Everything
everybody.
is awesome.
It is.
all right, guys. BrickWorld Chicago, no joke. If you can look, I told Mark we're going to try to get last minute buys. If you can't make it this year, Mark will forgive you, but you need to go next year. I want you guys to watch the footage that some of these content creators are putting out. And I will advise that no matter what some of us put out, it does not paint the whole picture, the relationships, the friendships. It is, Mark, what I call, again, old in the game, been to a million trade shows in Vegas, and the best shit happens in the hallways. It happens in the elevators. It happens in the restaurants. The show floor at BrickWorld is amazing, but it's those things. Yeah. It's those things that don't show up in the one more thing. It's those things that don't show up in the box score. It's not about the stats. It is the feeling, it's the vibe, it's the emotion. Yes, you're going to go in. Yes, you're going to see amazing mocks. Yes, you're going to buy some great stuff from some of Mark's vendors. You're going to get some great food in the Chicago area. But it's that in-between stuff, the jokes, the laughs, the hangouts. That is where rubber meets the road. And so, guys, when you see this, you're only going to get half the picture. You got to live it. You got to feel it. You got to breathe it. And that is my pitch for it. Mark.
Beautiful.
It's like you just nailed it, and you probably put it better than I'm going to at this point because I mean,
nothing touches your speech earlier, but I do what I can.
You already nailed it earlier. Yeah.
But it's like when you walk down the hallway and you are in a public place, you're in this building in Schaumburg, Illinois. We're like, this is the venue for the show. You're walking down the hallway, you see Lego nerds walking towards you and away from you, and you're like, we're here. This is it. This is where I am. I am in my element. And the energy, there's no words to describe it. The energy is all around you. You're there. You're so freaking happy. I've called it my new Christmas since the first time I've been there. Now I own the company, so it's easy to say that, but I felt that way every year I've been there. It for a Lego fan, a Lego convention like this is just everything you need to give you the juice through the year to do what you do and keep going. It takes a lot of time. You spend a lot of time like perfecting what you're building, and you feel like, oh my God, I lost all these hours. I lost time with my family. I lost time with my children. I lost time with my dog. I lost time with my friends. But it's worth it when you go there and you're like, this is my passion. This is what I'm made of. And this is why I do it. And you just feel normal. You feel empowered. You feel like this is who you are. This is why you do it. And nobody there is going to question that about you.
No judging. Yeah.
Express it. Yeah. It's an amazing, amazing experience to go to any Lego fan convention. Please come to BrickWorld.
And a bonus on top of everything Mark said and some of the stuff we've said, accessibility, man. You know, I was jokingly saying, I'm going to Corey here talking about some stuff. Listen, you want to see Ryan from M&R Productions? He's going to be walking around just like you. He's going to be looking at the mocks. He's going to be shopping. Yes, he'll have a setup and a booth and all that stuff, and you can meet him formally, but guess what? You can run into him. You can run into Emmasaurus. You can run into Shy Time. You can run into all of your favorite, as Mark put it, influencers, Lego YouTubers, whatever you want to call them.
Lego Masters.
Friggin' Lego Masters. We didn't even touch on that. But there are legit TV stars.
Yeah.
And for me, the coolest thing was, you know, before I got into this space, it was like meeting people on their level. And remember, most people are dudes and gals just like you and I, and just we're who we appear to be. So if anyone walks up to me and Brent or Nicole or Mark, just normal people just like you, come say hi. We'd love it. It's absolutely welcome. So, you know, the accessibility is fantastic. This isn't, you know, a bunch of barricades, all that stuff. Come say hi. Shout out to Shy from Firebird. Firebird's another friggin' legend in the making, dude. Firebird's coming on. But yeah, guys, that was what was cool, is I got to see what I saw on a screen in person on top of everything else that Mark and his team offers. If you're in it just for this space, it's worth going.
I will say, like, the Lego Masters that will be there this year, there are over 40 at this point. I think it should be over 50 if we get those last couple in. Doesn't matter.
Breakfast Live had one and he didn't show up.
Oh my God.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
But like, the point is, like, as you see them too, they're also like at their core the same as you. So feel free to approach them and talk to them about how you were excited about them being on the show, or just about how excited you are about seeing what they brought, that they built, because they're AFOLs as well. They just happen to be cast on a TV show. The producers chose them over whoever else. God spit on them, whatever. They're just as much AFOL as the rest of us are. And they're excited to be there and build the community the same way that we're excited about it. So come meet them.
There you go. Guys.
What a way to end it. What the hype build.
You know, I tell myself, Mark, I'm like, we're going to do 2 hours tonight, but no.
Dear Lord, man.
Oh my gosh.
He probably custom built that. Jesus.
He did. Just now.
My God. So, for Brent, from Brent's Bricks, for Nicole, aka Girl Bricks a Lot, aka Alyssa, aka Nalias.
No.
Of course, our new BFF, Mark from BrickWorld. This has been one hell of a show.
Oh, yeah.
Top 3.
I am Sean the Right Way, and this thing right here has been a couple of brickheads. We'll see you here next week. Peace.